English. Some reason, something tell me you don't understand English. Would you speak Spanish, French? What language you speak? Cause I think I done told you more than once, son. Just shut up, bro, with the whining, bro. I do not want to hear it, bro. That's the reason why you're not gonna get a treat today. And before you go to sleep tonight. You won't get a treat until you show me that you are worthy of a treat, partner. I don't have to keep repeating myself, bro. Every time you want me to do something, you start doing all the whining and doing the most. Bro, that's not gonna get you. That doing that is only gonna make things worse for you, bro. Give me a break, man. I don't want to hear it, bro. Shut up, bro. I'm gonna get ready to let y'all out, bro. You can't tell me what to do, bro. I'm only one person. And I'm taking care of what I want to take care of first before I tend to you. Hope I made my point clear, my boy. Better straighten up. Anyway, what's going on, TV Inc. family? As you guys can see, yeah, I'm back at it like a crack addict, huh? Yeah, I'm breaking these bulls down. Yeah, filling them tummies up, getting into their heads, man, making them understand the laws of the land, man, of these bulls. Boy, I tell you, boy, for some reason, boy, they think something weak about Theo TV Inc. family, man. My bulls, I let them have their way. Now they just think they can just walk all over me now. I know now. Next head that I bring into the compound, man, I'm gonna make sure they understand how it's going down. You understand me? Before I put them in the mix with all these knuckleheads, man. For real, TV Inc. family. But man, we finna get to it, man, cause I got poop piles and all kinds of stuff everywhere. When I left out just a while ago, wasn't none of this going on. Now we got a whole shit scene. You understand me? Excuse my French, man. We got poopa-roopa piles in baby cage. We got a poopa-roopa, big boy poopa-roopa pile in a chasing cage. He don't see it coming though. Yeah, today he will be facing time out inside my garage with his cage with nothing but water in there. I would not be putting no more food in there because he still got a little bit in there. But what I will do when I put him in time out, he will get just a little water and he'll sit in there for about an hour or two. And I'll bring him back in amongst everybody else. But he gonna stop doing that one way or another, TV Inc. family. To be honest with you, how I get their attention, as you can see this. This right here that I use, this right here is not doing anything to them. But what I do is, I turn their head towards their pooper-rooper, and this old empty paper towel roll, I hit them on the butt with it. Because I feel like this ain't damaging them. This just something that's getting their attention. And it really don't work. It don't really work, to be honest with you. It just, I take that back, it do work. Because when I pop them on the butt with this, he kind of get the picture, but it ain't just one of those spankings where you done broke your dog and he running from you and ducking and all that. It's just enough to let him know you was in the wrong. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I do. I normally yell at him and get on his butt, but when that ain't working, I try to use another option that I have in mind, and that empty paper towel roll I feel like is the best option for me. I ain't doing anything other than this option. If I have to do anything other than this option, chasing will be in someone else's home. This is the closest thing that I feel that's okay. You understand me? But what's going on? What's going on? No, man, give me goddamn. I understand that I made it to this point, man. I know, a lot of people consider me an OG, man. All right, nephew. What's going on, nephew? What's going on? It's all good. I ain't gonna take that personal. That's really a compliment, so I know you ain't mean nothing by it, because I know you young generation. Y'all full of life, man, and y'all say, y'all basically just tipping y'all hat to the OGs, man, that been putting it down, man, since the beginning of the time and paying the way for you guys, man, and bringing you guys fruit that y'all didn't have at the round table with you and your gang. You understand me? But yeah, man. No, it's all good. No. That's good. That's good. You know, I gotta understand and adjust to the youth world. Should I say the young world, man? You know, I'm cool with that. If you consider me Unc, man, that's really a compliment on my end, because I remember when I was called youngster. So for me to reach Unc when I didn't even think I would even make it this far, man, it's just really basically, man, it's a reminder to let me know, boy, you made it, man. So, man, no hard feelings, man. You doing great, man. Keep that energy coming, young nephew. Keep that energy coming, nephew. How you doing, though, man? What's the word? You understand me? On my end, man, as you can see, shit is the word. You understand me? I take that back. Excuse my French, y'all. When I say shit is the word, it's just my son. Him and baby then took some big shits. This how smart my dogs is. Watch this. Stop. This how smart my dogs is. Let me show you something. And this is baby. This just goes to show you how special my dogs are. And I'm not saying special ed. I'm talking about special, meaning they were gifts to me, and they got should I say one of those what kind of spirit that I can say in there? They have one of those divine spirits. They had this divine spirit, so they come here with divine information. Watch this here. Watch, I'm going to show you. I'm going to clean us up in a little bit, and I'm going to put these big boys up and put them in the house and let her run wild and do what she needs to do after I clean up everybody's poop. But I ain't going to let her out with them, because y'all know I got her ears cropped, so I don't want her to be out. Stop. I just said stop. Stop. What I just say? Watch this here. Let me show you guys. Watch this. This is crazy. Look what this dog done did, man. This is baby that did this. And she got more turds in the cage. This is my dog. This is my puppy, man. This is baby. Baby that got so smart, she done shit it, and it got bored of looking at the shit and know that I told her don't eat the shit. And so she did what she's doing, is starting to make a game out of the shit now. The shit done turned to a shit game or something. I don't know if she's saying to herself, okay, I want to have fun with my shit. Since ain't nobody here to pick my shit up, I'm going to just start putting the shit in this empty bowl. And that's what she started doing. She started picking that shit up and putting it in this bowl. Excuse my French TV Inc. family. That's just what it is. And let me clean it up, because we may have youngsters on my channel that probably have YouTube channels that they ain't even, they ain't, they didn't, how can I put that word? They didn't set up the correct way so they able to run across content like me and yours, that's grown folks content, and tap in. So, I want to keep it professional and keep it clean, just because, ain't no telling what young is watching my channel, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, she put her pooper rooper in this bowl. Come on now. If that ain't smart, I don't know what smart is, man. And then she's sitting here the whole time when I got on to y'all just a while ago, because she knew I was going to put on blast, right? So get what she started doing. She started, the bowl in her, she started grabbing it with her hand and doing this. Started trying to tip the bowl over that got shit, poop in it. But TV Inc. family, as you guys can see, man, I woke up on top of the earth, feeling Tony the Tiger great, like always great. Yeah, I already was going on my plate, man. I keep a full beefy plate, man, full of energy, man, live and well, and feeling like I don't care about anything that's against my peace. You understand me? When I do care, but it's all good though. But TV Inc. family, we gonna get to the good part. I'm gonna let some of these wine and bulls out, man, because for some reason they think they in control of me, like I told you guys just a while ago. So we finna go on and start letting some of these fools out. Look what's going on, TV Inc. family. Let me show you what's going on. Look at this here. Let me see if I can blow this up a little bit so you can guys, come here. Let me set up. Let me blow this up so you guys can see what's going on. Look at this here. Hold up. Look at this here. Look at this fool here. Look at this fool. Look at it. That's my son, man. Let me blow my camera back down, man. But that's my son, man. I apologize. Y'all bear with me, man. But I apologize. My son, man, he very smart, but he one of those ones that's slow at comprehending, if it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? He one of the ones that if he was a human, he'll probably be in special ed. Smart, but he don't catch on like everybody else fast. So even though he do catch on fast to a certain extent, you have to continue to drill them and drill them and drill them and keep drilling them so he'll stay in remembrance of what you taught him or he'll forget. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm just being honest with you. See, and that's the things that I pay attention when I'm matching my bulls up with bitches or matching my bitches up with studs. I look for personality, man. It's the temperament. The temperament, that's what a temperament is. The temperament is basically personality, energy, all those good works. You know what I mean? That's what a temperament is. You know what I'm saying? So I make sure if my dog like him, since he got one of those slow at learning kind of personalities and whine like this, I gotta make sure I line him up with a bitch that don't do any of that. That stump down, holds a lot of male features, that very smart. You know what I'm saying? To where I can breed that. Which look at this here, man. Look at this here, TBN family. That's what I be talking about. Watch this here. Watch this here, TBN family. Watch this here. I just want you guys to see what's going on. Look at this here. Look at this here. If you can see this, right behind me, right here, where my hand is pointing at, I sit here, and while I'm talking to you guys, getting you guys an understanding about what's going on, I done got pile after pile. Check this out. Check this out. Look at this here. Another pile, man. This is another pile. Man, TBE family, man, I'm gonna get to the good part. I don't like my house to be sitting around with piles of shit. This is my work area. So this is a little bit off from my house, but it's in my house. But this is my work area. So they in a safe zone here. These two anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because they in training, which now it's time to start taking their show outside. Now they understand now when you come outside the cage, the poop outside the cage and urine outside the cage. So now it's time to take the show to the next level. You know what I mean? They done passed this level here to a certain extent, because time to time when they get in place, they'll shit in the cage. So now it's time to start taking their show outside now and let with like the other bulls does. So man, TDE family, let me go on and get this out the way, man, because I don't like the smell of shit, and I don't want, excuse my French, I have a habit of saying that, but I don't like the smell of poop. So let me go on and clean this up and build with you guys, man. So hold that down. Let me stop this thing. Stop. Do you understand today? Stop. Man, I don't know. I don't know if my, let me see, stop. I don't know, man. I think I done dropped my setup a couple of times, TV Inc. family. And it's starting, appreciate. And it's starting, and it's not responding with me no more. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I think was going on. If I'd have known this thing was this sensitive to where, starting to make me feel like that it's something behind here that's a part of this system that's doing that. Let me stop. See, this system it still ain't stopped. Let me find out this come from over there in China, and they done had people buying into this setup, and they watching your every move, because how you know how this system is set up already to where when I put my finger out like that, then your hand out like this here, it might mean stop. And then when I do it like this here, it mean okay. Man, that ain't, I don't trust that, TV Inc. family. Hold that thought right quick. Come on, hold that thought. Let me get, come here. You see you going over there, it just goes to show this thing here. Yeah, it's tripping. Hold that thought, TV Inc. family. Let me get some, give me some bags and pick this poop up, man. What are you doing? What are you doing? You too young for that, man. Get your little freaky butt down, man. Know what you doing, girl? You tripping. Early 4 months, you going in 5 months, you already hunching. And you ain't even a male, dog. You female, dog. You hunching like you a male. Man, TVE family, y'all ain't see that, man? Did y'all see that? Man, I hope y'all didn't see that, man. I know y'all seen it. Man, and my dogs, man, my Nala, man, I don't know what's going on with Nala, y'all. Nala, for some reason, she thinks she a male dog. Y'all didn't see her hunching just a while ago. Man, if y'all caught that, man, sorry, man. My animals they were created to produce, man. And she had 4 months going to 5 months, and she already ready to go to work, man. You know what I'm saying? But I apologize, TV Inc. family. You know what I'm saying? That was one of those scenes, man. You know, that I didn't plan that scene out. I didn't plan that one out. But y'all already know, man. My life I'm living life unscripted. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have a script. I don't have no script. I just give it to you how I'm living, man. You get it how you live when you tap into my channel straight up. You know what I'm saying? So ain't no telling what you gonna get when you tap into this channel, man. You know what I'm saying? You gonna get a whole lot of something. You understand me? You never tap into this channel and get a whole lot of nothing. Anytime you tap into this channel and get a whole lot of nothing, that's because your reality feel like what I got going on is nothing, because you probably feel like what you pushing, it stands out, it's more meaningful than what I'm pushing. And if that's how you feel, you entitled to your opinion. It's cool. I ain't taking it personal. I just hope you can handle what you dish out, because I'm not going to stop dishing this here out. This here needs to be out. You understand me? Straight up. This right here needs to be out, regardless if you don't want it to be out or not. The boss man say, Theo is one of the ones. I need him to keep creating content. He's doing a fine job. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. He the reason he part of when he's moving like a lot of these guys that's that's using my app, that's responsible for my billions that I got in my bank account. You know what I'm saying? So, all that said, man, TV Inc. family, man, it's been one of those smooth, very, very sound weeks this week. Oh yeah. Hello. How y'all doing? It's to all my moderators, man. My boo, Gene, and I think I need to make JD a moderator too. My boo, y'all. I say Gene, I mean JD. I need to make him a moderator too, because JD stay tapped in. When you guys gone, JD still be rocking and standing on business with me. Yeah, why they all caged up? Because I haven't fully trained. They not fully trained yet. Why you asking why they caged up? Do you understand what life is like, you know what I'm saying, raising bullies? You know what I'm saying? Respectfully though, no hard feelings. I'm just saying, you asked the question, why my dogs caged up, instead of, saying hello, how you doing, how your day going, and then talking my setup. It'll be fine, it'll be respectful if you just greet first. Let me know you come here with good intentions. You just ask some questions because you want to understand. But when you get straight to why the dogs caged up, you remind me so much of a troll, so I throw my guard right up. What you got going on? Yeah, come this way, I'm gonna get on you. I'm asking because it's my first time here. Exactly. So, I'm just giving you the understanding, first timer, on how you should approach, because you got to understand, when you approach genuinely from the heart, asking questions that you really want to know, you want to answer to, because it's just new to you. You never seen, stuff of this nature, being conducted the way it's been, the way I'm putting it down. So, the best way to approach someone that's already been going through enough with trollers coming in your fashion, you gotta come a little different than the trollers. Trollers do that. Trollers get straight to talking about the cage, and then before you know it, they start talking out the side of their mind. You know what I'm saying? So, respectfully, I apologize. You know, if I made you feel some type of way, I care about dogs. So when I see like 3 or 4 cages up and just asking respectfully, I didn't say anything disrespectful. No, you didn't. You know, that's why I'm giving you the understanding. You have to be careful how you come. You know what I'm saying? You got to be careful how you come. You got to remember, we on an app. We on an app that billions and billions of people are on. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these people that's on this app is a big percentage of people that's trolling a lot. You know what I'm saying? I guess people getting paid for trolling nowadays. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be careful how you come. And you got to remember, trollers are putting on noses or putting on clothes and putting masks on and walking like we walking, and we genuine people. So you really never know what you up against. So you gotta really have your guards up at all times. So you know, I be really trying to beat the trollers to the punch. You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure I'm already on them before they even come, because I know how they coming. So when you come in that nature, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I really don't know, so I get to serving you real, you know, I got to serve you, you know what I'm saying? I got to serve you properly, respectfully though. You know, I don't never, even though if the trollers do come along, you know, I never disrespect the troll. They still a person, you know what I'm saying? And to be honest with you, even if you are a dog lover, you have to understand this. One thing you have to understand. You have to first understand the nature of a dog. Once you understand the nature of a dog and you understand where you at in life and you just want a dog to be a part of what you got going on in your life, if that dog is not fully trained, regardless if you love dogs so much that you love to see your dogs free and running around, you also have to be mindful of the dog's nature. You know what I'm saying? Meaning you can't let that dog just run wild that's not fully trained, because that dog is just in their nature to want to eat on stuff, want to mark their territories, etc. And if you got expensive stuff in your home like I do, yeah, it's not good to let, especially, look how big my dogs are. None of my dogs in here are small. Even my puppies are big. So I can't let big old creatures like I have roam my home. Like when I get set up, you know what I'm saying, meaning buy me some land and maybe to build me a compound outside of my home, then you may witness them running around a whole lot more than what they doing now. But right now, we just working with what we got until we get what we need. And right now, it's no pressure. So, you know, I'm not gonna force my hand and put myself in a situation where I'm like, dang, that was money that I spent that I should have waited. You know what I'm saying? Before I end up closing out on that deal with that house or on some land, and now I don't even have money to be able to repair some things that's going on with the land or in the house that I bought and this here. So, you know, we just kind of dotting our I's, crossing our T's, and we taking it one day at a time. So right now it's just raw. This raw right now. This is the beginning of TV Inc. This is the beginning of Theo's Bully Inc. You know what I'm saying? Eventually you'll see my vision. Right now, it's kind of like, you know what I'm saying, I feel he got a good spirit, it's looking all right. So you just stick around. Keep supporting me, stay engaged, and man, and in due time, you'll see the fruit in my label. You know what I'm saying? You'll begin to say, man, you know what? I see your vision now. See, what I'm trying to do really, that's the reason why I always recommend, or I'm always speaking on like, comment, subscribe. Because I want people, real people that subscribe to my channel, I want them to be able to have a place where they able to market anything they got going on. And the people that's a part of this channel is people that's willing to take out the time to see what you're selling. You know what I'm saying? And if you're selling something that they like, they're going to buy into it. I don't want to have a column full of subscribers of people that don't mean well. You know what I'm saying? That ain't going to work for me or you. So, you know, when I finally reach a point of attracting billions or millions of subscribers, I want to make sure that all my subscribers understand that this channel is their channel as much as it's my channel. Because if it wasn't for you guys, it wouldn't be no channel. You know what I'm saying? It'd just be a channel with nothing going on in it. So I understand that people are my biggest asset. So I want to make sure that you guys understand that this is your channel as much as it's my channel. As long as you're respectful and you're not all the way out of whack and you running everybody off and you trying to promote violence and stuff of that nature, man. We pushing P over here. Appreciate the subscribe, man. And what I'm talking about, see, the thing that you have to understand about this channel, once we kind of get in position where we really got the motion coming in and going out and coming in and going out, at the end of the day, you got to remember, everybody that subscribed to my channels are not just people that subscribe to the channel because of the dollars. Some people that subscribe to my channel probably subscribe to my channel because of me. They like my energy. You know what I'm saying? They like how they, you know, my views, you know what I'm saying, on life and how I handle things, et cetera, et cetera. So at the end of the day, once I build up enough followers or supporters, you have to remember, when you do drop in that comment column, man, I just dropped a new album to anyone that love R&B music. You have to understand that we got people that's gonna be a part of the channel that like R&B music. Man, I just dropped a new merch, man, not too long ago on this such and such platform, man. If you guys don't mind, can y'all take out the time and go, you know, tap in, man. You know, it may be something on my that I'm selling that you like or whatever. Woo, woo, woo. You may have people on that that don't mind. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, at the end of the day, we have to understand this. Just because it look like it's just me arising and you not, you are rising. Why? Because I'm bringing Jews as well to the channel. Not only am I bringing Jews as well to the channel, I accept you for who you are. I'm not looking at you saying, man, you sell kilos of crack to the world. This and this here. I don't mess with you. This and this here. That ain't what I'm here for. I'm not here to point the finger at nobody and tell nobody what they need to be doing, because they know what they need to be doing. And whatever they doing, if they getting away with it right now, the Father might be allowing them to go through that and allowing them to witness things that they going through on their journey to be able to get them in line with what he wants for them. So, you know, eventually whatever flaw that they may have, it eventually puts itself out of the system. So I'm not going to have to worry about talking them about that. All I'm here to do is make them understand that you, or should I say, make you guys understand that you are great. And the only person that's in the way is you. If you allow yourself to fall victim to the things of what people think about you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not falling victim to that. I don't care what people think about me, because at the end of the day, if I wake up in the morning in good spirits, I give my thanks to that man before I begin my day, and my family and my bills are in line with greatness and happiness, and my dogs are happy, and I'm able to afford to take care of my dogs, and my life is steady reaching certain heights that I never thought that I would be in and stuff of that nature. I don't feel like it's a problem. So why would I be fixing something that you feel like I need to fix when it ain't nothing that's going on that make me feel like I need to fix it? Just like that older cat that was training me how to box. He say, man, when I give you this here, I understand that you be looking for other stuff, but this been working for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm this and this here. Oh, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay. He say, but ain't nothing wrong with it if you done ran across somebody that's able to beat that game. So that means that you can tighten up in other areas if somebody can beat the game. But why would you fix something that's not broken? You know what I'm saying? So what I'm getting at is, I'm not gonna go out of my way trying to fix something that's not broken. I will fix it if it's broke. But I am open to advice, meaning at the end of the day, if you come along and you see something that can help me reach a point on this app to where I'm able to attract more subscribers and to hold more people's attention, then I say, okay, but you gotta come correct though. You can't come too aggressive trying to tell me, man, I think you should do this, because the moment you do that, girl, what I'm doing, I'm gonna shut down on you. I ain't gonna be trying to hear nothing you talking about. But I'm gonna think you're trolling. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. I'm just being honest with you. But TDE family, man, God is good, man. God is good, man. I can't complain. God is good. God is good, for real. I can't complain, man. I can't complain, man. Y'all know we will be confirming Keyroni's pregnancy. We'll be confirming her pregnancy next week. You know what I'm saying? Next week sometime. She should be 30 plus. She should be 30 plus in her pregnancy next week. So we will be knowing how many puppies she's carrying and stuff of that nature. Oh yeah, you got, what today is? Oh, okay. 12 o'clock to all my prize winners. Y'all know who you are. If you don't know who you are, you better reflect back on them last drops, because I ain't gonna speak on your name in this one here. You know who you are. You better come claim your prize before 12 o'clock, because if you don't, it's going to be new subscribers, or should I say new members, that's going to be able to reap the benefits of what you didn't want to take out the time to reap the benefit of. Yeah, it was free. Why wouldn't you take out the time to see if you are the winner of something that was given to you for free from someone's heart? Because that's what I'm doing it for. I'm giving you what I'm giving you from the heart. Not only from the heart, I'm giving it to you because I honor my word. I stand behind, appreciate you. I honor my word. I stand behind my word with everything give me. So I value integrity in my time. So at the end of the day, if I told you guys once my channel gets subscribed and then I don't keep my word, they don't look too good on me, man. You go, man, this guy full of it, man. Y'all ain't lying. You know what I'm saying? So what I did was, whenever I finally got monetized and I made up my mind what I want to give back to my community, or should I say my supporters, you know what I'm saying? I started running the bucket. I started writing everybody's names down the old-fashioned way. Put all the subscribers' name in the bucket, and we been shaking them. And people been coming about that bucket, and ain't nobody coming claiming no they gifts. So I'm not gonna keep sitting 3 or 4 weeks waiting on you to come pull up when I'm doing you a favor, and I'm reaping benefits out of doing a favor. What the benefits I'm reaping out of? I'm knowing that whenever I bless you, you gonna be happy for the blessing. I'm gonna be happy for the blessing. Not only I'm gonna be happy that I gave you the blessing, you gonna be able to share my name with somebody else to let them know, hey man, that fool Theo that I've been watching, that's the silent brother. He real, all that good stuff. See, this is something that means a lot to me. This is my brand. So I want to represent my brand the right way. So that's the reason why, at the end of the day, like I told you guys yesterday, no one do nothing just to be doing it. If you say that, man, I ain't do that for nothing. I done that from the heart. This, I ain't want nothing. Yeah, you did. Quit lying. I'm here to tell you, you lying. Man, I ain't lying. I did do it. I'm telling you, you lying. Reason why you lying is because instead of, I ain't gonna say you lying. I take that back. You're not lying. I'm gonna just say you really haven't took out the time to investigate what you said thoroughly. Because if you did, you begin to understand that, hey, he absolutely right. When I did give whoever I gave what I gave them for what I gave it to them for, I didn't want nothing tangible in return. What I got in return is to see them happy. So I did get something out of it. They happy. That makes me happy to see someone else happy. So you got something in return. You just didn't get nothing back in return that was tangible. What you got back is something they can't touch and can't nobody take away from you. And that's more valuable than things that you can touch straight up. You know what I'm saying? But man, all dog, you got to remember, a lot of those animals like the bulldog you speaking on, the reason why that dog is expensive is because you got to remember what the word before the bulldog. What's the word before the bulldog? French bulldog. You see what I'm saying? French bulldog, meaning that dog is exotic. That dog didn't come from this land. That French bulldog come from French. That word, that line is, or wherever it is, it got to be from that way. Because for it to be called a French bulldog, that's what the only thing I can think of. That could probably be the only reason why those dogs are so expensive. For one, that's one factor. The second factor is that French bulldog is so expensive because it carries a temperament that soothes people. Meaning that dog is real calm. You know what I'm saying? Lovable creature. That's another thing. The third thing is the looks. The looks just make people smile. Beautiful. You know, when you see something beautiful, it just makes you light up. That's another factor, et cetera, if you know where I'm going with it. So a lot of dogs that you may not understand that have a steel price on it that's going to cost you, you understand me? You have to consider these factors. You have to understand these factors in order to make sense out of it. Because if you don't, then you'll just be looking at dogs that people selling like they just normal. None of these animals are normal. Even though it may be a tag that's on the dog that make you say, God dang, man, you tripping. That's just a dog. It's not just a dog, man. That's what people have to understand, man. Quit saying animals are just animals. They're not. Animals are considered gifts just like me and you. You're a gift to me, I'm a gift to you. Everything that's going on is gifts. So it's never ordinary. Everything that we run across is extraordinary. It's never just just it. It's never just being. It's never just, you know what I'm saying? When you start looking at a life from that standpoint, things begin to start making a whole lot more sense to you. You begin to start to understand the value of things. Because you got to remember, sometimes people really charge what they charge too. You got to consider this factor, appreciate the love. You have to consider this factor too as well. You have to consider this, who is that there? Frank, appreciate you. Appreciate the love. But you have to also consider this here. Let me see if I can tap that. Let me see if I can tap that. All right, I've tapped it. But you have to consider this here. You have to understand this here. Sometimes people be having a decent tag attached to their dog too, because they knowing if you spend a bag on that animal, you finna take care of that animal. Regardless if you just buying that animal to make a living off of. If you know you done spent a hefty bag on that dog, you're not gonna let that dog be in places that's gonna cost you money. You're not gonna let nobody mistreat that dog in no kind of fashion, no way, etc., etc. So, you know, when people, that's just like, you know, that just has some people coming to when they attach that ticket on there, they really real dog lovers too sometimes. Some people just like, okay, if you really want this dog, you know this dog really work what I want, but I'm gonna put this ticket on it and stand behind it and be stiff about it just to see you because I'm iffy about you. I really don't know. I don't really know your heart. I really don't know what type of time you're on. So in order to be able to feel you out, I gotta see if you're gonna willing to meet me halfway with what I want for my dog, or all the way. You know what I'm saying? And if you meet me all the way or close to halfway, it's saying a lot about who you are as a person. You know what I'm saying? Meaning that at the end of the day, I'm not saying everyone that's able to afford a dog or come to the full, you know, come all the way. It's people that you don't need to be watching or saying, I don't know, man. I'm a little scratching my head about that, man. Yeah, he paid what I wanted for the dog, man, but the way he came and was thinking and behaving, I hope I ain't putting none of my babies in no home or a dog beater. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just, man, at the end of the day, what I try not to do, I try not to focus too much on criticizing the prices of things. Why? Because at the end of the day, you got to remember, you know, it's a market. You know what I'm saying? It's a market, you know. At the end of the day, just because I got this George shirt on and I bought it from the mall, and at the mall that I bought it from, they may sell it for, let's say, if it's $30. And then I go to Burlington something and see the same George shirt and they selling for $15. I can't say, oh, man, the mall that beat me, man. That's bullshit. They done charged me $30 for something I could have went to Burlington and paid $15 for. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't get wrapped up in that. You know what I'm saying? Because when you start getting too wrapped up in that, then you'll find yourself in a situation where you all over the place and you always disturbed about things you can't control. At the end of the thing, this life is not about trying to control everything. It's about understanding the things that you are in control of and the things that's out of your control. That's what it's all about. It's about understanding the things you are in control of and the things that's out of your control. The things that you are in control of, embrace it, cherish. The things that you're not in control of, embrace it and cherish it. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, whatever you're not in control of only shapes your reality and make you stronger and make you understand the laws of the land. The things you're in control of keep you in remembrance of who you stand for, where you're going, how much you invest into whatever you got going on. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever's in store for you or whatever you got going on. It all was planned out already. It was already written. Everything we got going on has already been written. Regardless if you want to look at it from the standpoint, from time to time we go astray and we start experiencing things that we wish we didn't experience. But at the end of the day, our experiences is what shapes our reality. Our experiences, regardless if we look at them as being fed, it don't do nothing but encourage us and strengthen us to be better people. So you can't ever look at anything you go through as being something final. Why? Because anything final it has reached its completion state. And when we look at a failure ain't reached its completion state. A failure is just a warning letting you know, hey, don't come back this way. You already know. I put up a fight. You come back through here. Yeah, come on. Here you go. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. I look at life as a game, a fun game, not a game the way I'm like taking knees, I'm giving up, man. I can't beat this game. I don't look at it like that. I look at life as a fun game. That's the reason why I don't take nothing personal no more. That's the reason why I was able to sit there and tear up bills of money, because I'm in control of it all. I give all that value just like you do. So we can't allow things outside of our peace to control us in a way to where we feel like we're not in control of anything. We are in control of things. We are in control of a lot. We're in control of our reality. We're in control of being able to reach out to someone else and make them understand the reality of what's really going on, not what they think is going on, et cetera, et cetera. And we got things that's out of our control that's still in our control. Why? Because the thing that's out of our control is the things that keep us in oneness with the thing that's in our control. Man, where you going with that? Meaning that this, how to fall. You know how when it rains and it's storming, you know to go in the house, right? That's out of your control. But it's in your control because you understand when you see rain, thunder, it means go in the house, sit down, don't move. The Father is at work. You see what I'm saying? So, you guys understand where I'm going with this, man. Let me get this here up, man. TV family, I swear, man, if I start building with you guys, man, I'm just one of those life people. I done been through a lot. The Father's been enlightening me with a lot. And I would never stop. I never stop talking. That's the reason why it may sound like he got a lot of information. He talks. It's because I am one of those people who know a little bit about a whole lot. I'm not the opposite. I'm not the one that know a whole lot about a little bit, like the one that got on my comment column hollering about somebody lying. He trolling. He's selling his soul. Why? Because at the end of the day, he doing things that he don't even agree with. A lot of times you'll find a troller doing things that they doing because it's starting to work for them now. But at the end of the day, they begin to start facing reality of things that they don't want to be a part of. They just noticing they doing it because it's for the dollar. But after a while, once they realize that the dollar is not what makes them happy, they begin to start reconsidering. But they didn't already sold their soul in a way to where they didn't even know. You know what I'm saying? Meaning at the end of the day, selling your soul is not always sacrificing an animal or a person. Selling your soul is selling your soul is a form of sacrificing your morals and principles. You know what I'm saying? You sacrificing your morals and principles just to have a dollar. What's going on, nephew, man? What's going on, man? What's going on, nephew, man? What's going on, man? Hey, man, that's how you know. That's how you know when you own one. Just living. Man, that's how you know when you own one. See, when you able to get the young generation to respect your motion, that means you with the time, man. Regardless, that youngster may say, man, OT, I'm into, wearing my Nike shorts a little higher than yours. Yours a little lower than mine, but hey, man, it fits. You know what I'm saying? It works for you. You know what I'm saying? Nothing against you. You know what I'm saying? That lets you know that you dealing with youngsters, man, that's balanced. Youngsters that respect the G's, man. You understand me? And when I say G's, I'm not talking about a gangster. I'm talking about gentlemen. You understand me? When you dealing with youngsters that understand and respect the gentleman, man, that's the reason why you start leveling up in ways that you can't even imagine. Why? Because you have to remember, the young is the next. Yeah, they the next wave. That next wave that's going to come through, that's going to change the game up, they the one created it. You know what I'm saying? They the one in control of that wave. So if you can get in that wave and still be yourself and make them youngsters say, yeah, I feel OG got it, yeah, I like that there. Even though we ain't wearing the same, I ain't into what he is, we got like the same kind of, thought pattern. Yeah, we move a little groove a little bit, man. Come on in, your OG, man. Have a plate, man. We got plates over there, get you something to eat. That's what I want. I want to be able to pull up on them youngsters, man, and be able to come in there and sit amongst them youngsters, and them youngsters able to say, man, OG a little different from us, you know what I'm saying? But when he speak, I listen because he means something. He talking with meaning, you understand? It mean a lot to me, man. That love overstood, man. I'm glad the young generation had discovered me, man. Y'all make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, man. I ain't doing nothing, man. Picking up pooper piles, man, and dealing with my bulls and high side and dealing with you guys like always, man. That's what I do. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that know what's going on here at the camp knowing Theo, man, gonna come. Ain't no telling how I'm coming. Ain't no telling how I'm coming. You know what I'm saying? It's just like that's why I say I look at life like a sport. When you playing football, you playing basketball, the game be so good and you good at the game, You may want to cross them over this time. I got you. You understand, man? Slam dunk. When you playing football, you may want to juke back toward, you may want to think you're going to the right and you juke back toward the left. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's how I look at life. At the end of the day, with my channel too, I don't follow the orders of what people think. Man, when you start your channel, man, you got to stick to what you started your channel with. That's your reality. That ain't my reality. I'm going to stick to whatever my channel got to offer. Meaning today, if I'm feeling like I want to talk about greatness, that's what I'm going to talk about, and play the field with my dogs in the background. You see what I'm saying? My dog's still in the play. Yeah, my channel started with my dog, so my dogs are still around. We balling out of control. We having fun together. Even though I may be doing all the talking, and they behind me cutting up, and people looking at my dog like, he got some nice dog back there, and he fit. They getting jewels too at the same time, man. It's working. It's working. So I feel like when you bring in greatness to any platform, you got to let greatness shine, man. You can't put greatness in a box. How can greatness flourish or soar, you know what I'm saying, like an eagle, or ebb and flow like the ocean when you putting it in the box? The same way a lot of us men, you know what I'm saying, young men, you know what I'm saying, like to put the woman in the box. Another time, you know, we creatures of order. So we do certain things a certain way, and then when women doing it another way, we be like, man, why you doing all that, man? Instead of saying, hold up, let me see what my queen got going on. Let me see how this stuff play out. Appreciate the love, man. Let me see how this thing play out. And then once you start seeing how she played out, you like, dang, she took the long way, but the job still got done on time. You know what I'm saying? And then you got your queen that do it a certain way, and you see the beauty in it, but then she also open-minded to every now and then embracing what you may be offering. You know what I'm saying? Let them know she can execute this way. Man, when you start seeing stuff that way, man, it start making you respect everything around you. You start beginning to understand the order of the land. You know what I'm saying? Or should I say order of the systems that's going on the land. You know what I'm saying? Stuff that's going on with me, you, others, etc. When you start understanding that much, man, it seems like life be like rolling in an old school, man. You got that old knock up in there, man. You got that peanut butter up in that ride, man. You got that mustard mayonnaise, man. You got that chrome flipping on that black top, man. And you got that old jammer back up. That's how life be, man. You be rolling. You like, man, boy, this is one of those good days today, boy. I know it's a Monday, boy, but it feel like a weekend. That's how life feel. Because you start giving life that weekend feel every time. It don't matter what day or what time of the year it is, you give it that weekend feel. See, that's what I like to be in. I like to be in that weekend spirit. You know, on the weekend, we get ready to go pop up at one of these malls, man, give me something, put together, man, to step out and let people know I'm alive and well, man, I'm standing on business and I look good. Yeah, what's up? What's up, yeah. We be ready to go to the club and do that. That's the kind of spirit I stay in. I like to stay in that kind of spirit because I know the energy. It's like whenever I'm in that spirit thought, boy, I swear, nothing better. I get up out my way. You know what I'm saying? I got so much energy, man. I be ready to take on anything that come my way. See, when you're in that kind of spirit there, you never have a dull day. The more neurons, they start popping. They start building. You can get them. You wonder where the next thought coming from. It's just coming. It's like you never run out of thoughts. It's like an artist. It's like an artist. When I mean an artist, meaning somebody that do a drawing, somebody that write music, somebody that lay out foundations, etc., etc. It's like in the beginning, when they was in the process of creating a system to where, thousands come in and never stop, you know what I'm saying? They reach them points to where when they building on something, they get stuck sometimes. But once you start exercising the beauty of your craft, and you start bringing in your best, and you always in good spirit, it seems like anything that you trying to do, you never run out of thoughts. It's always running. The moment you start committing to defeat, that's when stuff start getting hard for you. Man, I got writer block right now. I need to lay up off of it. No, don't lay up off of it. Stay down. Stay down. That's just like saying, hold on right quick, TV fam. You know what I noticed? Y'all sitting there going out behind me, right? And guess what is going on? I like it that you poop, but what I'm noticing is, since you pooping like this here, which you did good today. You did good today, Nala. But what I'm saying is this. Since you know that much, then that means I don't need to be seeing no poop piles inside the cage, man. Y'all make sure whenever y'all, when I'm gone, I'm out in public, or I'm out taking care of business, y'all make sure y'all stick to the script, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how you continue to get rewarded. You don't continue to get rewarded with those treats, those good treats that I got, doing what you want to do, and I'm telling you this is the way you execute. You stay in oneness with what I got going on, and allows I lay here in our home, then we'll go all the way to the top. Before you know it, you won't even be sitting in a house like this. You'll be on a land full of acres after acres, and you able to run wild and do what you want to do without me saying anything because I can trust you. But if you showing that I can't trust you when I'm gone, and I can only trust you when I'm here, that makes it to where I'm like, I ain't letting Nala run wild. Nala she gonna do the most. I ain't letting Chase run wild. Chase gonna be doing the most. But when you start showing me that I can trust you guys, that's when I don't worry about y'all, let y'all just be. You understand me? You gotta earn that. But I'm proud of you guys. Y'all doing good. But let me TDE family, y'all know where I'm going with this thing, man. Y'all know where I'm going with it, man. Let's stay lifing, man. Let's stay in good spirit. Don't let nothing get the best of us, man. Don't let nothing get the best of us, man. A lot of times, man, we fail to realize that only problem that we have is the problem that we create. As long as we don't create no problems, man, everything be a smooth sail. I try to find no problems in nothing. Appreciate the love, man. Appreciate the love, so son. Appreciate you. Man, I try to find happiness and good in everything. I try to find happiness and good in everything that I do. And the reason why is because I understand the beauty in everything I do. I understand when they sing, appreciate the love, family. Appreciate the love. Boy, y'all cutting up today. Appreciate the love, man. It's like when you find good in what you do and everything you do, even the thing that's out of your control, it seems like everything be like it's like everything seems like it be on a smooth road, like on a road with no bumps, even roads that have bumps. Hold up, man. Well, I'm telling you, man, yay, man, son, say so, son, man, you cutting up, man. But yeah, man, it's like when you understand your work and you understand where you're going, you understand the nature of everything that's been put together before your time, it just seems like everything seems like it be on a smooth road. It's like, even like I say, even if you on a bumpy road, it just seems like that bumpy road is smooth. Why? Because you start embracing the beauty of that bumpy road. Maybe on this road, it must be something telling me to slow down. That's why there's bumps in this road right here. I came this way because I understood the bumps on the road, and I understood that I need to slow down a little bit. It's just a reminder. You know what I'm saying? You start looking at things that you do and the reason why you do it, you start understanding the reason behind it, and you stop being so hard on yourself. Everything start coming together and start making a whole lot of sense to you without all the extra stuff that makes you feel like you, nah. That's what I'm talking about, man. It's love, man. But yeah, TVE family, you start making sense out of everything you do, man. It seems like everything begin to start making sense to you. You know what I'm saying? But TVE family, I'm here to say, man, we on one. We ain't letting up. For what? What we letting up? Listen, if we let up right now, we basically telling the Father, man, Father, go on, call me home, man. I done enough already. I feel like I can't handle it. That's what we doing. When we do that, it's like we basically calling out to the Father, telling the Father we can't handle the job, handle the assignment that he's assigned to us. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. We fighters, man. We ain't gonna never fall victim to anything that defeat us. Come on, man. Anything that's set up to defeat us, we'll never fall. You should ever fall victim to it, for real, for real. And the reason why I appreciate you, and the reason why is because the moment you commit or fall victim to things that's set up to defeat you, guess what you find yourself falling victim to? You find yourself falling victim to creating a system that goes on in your head or goes on in your life to where you start feeling like a doormat. You start feeling like everywhere you go, people are just walking on you. Oh, man, you ain't nothing, man. You just a doormat. You ain't nothing. And then you start continue to remind yourself, and stay in remembrance of things that's not true. You're not no doorbag. You someone special. So why commit to something that makes you feel lesser than when you know you better than whatever said against you to make you feel like you lesser than? If it makes sense, man. For real, man. But, man, I must say, man, God is good, man. He placing his best foot forward in my life, your life, and everyone else around us life, man. Regardless if we want to see it from that point, man, I'm here to tell you, man, to everyone that don't believe the man upstairs exists because we feel like everything that's been set forth before our existence was set up to destroy us. Man, I'm here to tell you, it wasn't never set up to destroy us. It was set up to keep us in remembrance of who the Father is, to keep us in oneness with greatness. So at the end of the day, you may feel like, man, all this stuff that I'm believing in, this stuff is way above my time. That stuff ain't true. I ain't feeling that shit. If God this, and God that, this, and this. Hey, check this out. Want me to tell you the difference between, you want me to tell you the thing about a creator? The thing about a creator is the same traits that we hold, because we were created by the creator, and he blessed us with a gift to be able to have some understanding of things like he do. And the more we continue to grow and in line with him, he began to continue to reward us with those good to understand more that he understands, right? So what I'm getting at is, you have to remember, if you're a creator and you got plans on creating a whole new stream or something, meaning humanity. Whenever the Father created humanity, humanity never existed. Humanity was considered a new stream or something new. So in order to be able to keep that something new in remembrance of who I am, what I stand for, and what I created them for, I have to put laws and things that's put place forward before them so they will understand who they are, what they stand for, and their purpose. So what I'm getting at is this. At the end of the day, just because we may have been through some of the most crucial and some of the most hardest times ever when it comes to, certain people being in power and starting to put twists on the laws to where they start enslaving and stuff of that nature. That don't mean that those laws are something that was brought into the form of what we was going through at some of our hardest times ever was a bad thing and it was set up to control us. Now, me and you both know that when you read the word, you see, the truth between something that's facts and something that's trying to, contradict the facts. Or something that's trying to come apart of what's something that's already, it's already been already spoke on, and it makes me understand now. You know what I'm saying? You understand when it's something that's going against that. Why? Because you start reading, you're like, that's solid right there. Then all of a sudden, what the heck? I wouldn't even understand and all that. You don't look at stuff of that nature and say, oh, this Bible is not, I ain't read this Bible. There's too many flaws in it. That's just like you saying to yourself that when you walk out the house and you start seeing cracks in the road and it's out of your control, that those cracks in the roads is flaws. Crack the road ain't no flaws because if them cracks could speak, them cracks would say the same thing me and you say. Ain't nothing wrong with me or you tripping. I'm straight. Same way, if somebody come to you right now and say, somebody come to you right, hey. Somebody come to you right now and say something negative about you. What you gonna do? You gonna stand on business behind it, right? Hey, you know what I've noticed? This is what I've noticed. Excuse me, TV Inc. family. This is what I've noticed. I have a habit of drilling y'all about what I don't like and like. And y'all think just because somebody that stays in the home with us comes in, y'all think that I'm not in control. Do you guys understand that I'm the head of the household? So that means that at the end of the day, whoever comes in the household that's a part of the household, do you understand that they follow my lead? They allow me to be the head of the household. So when I'm telling you to keep quiet, just because you know they're here or whatever, that don't mean that you're supposed to keep doing, cutting up and doing what you're doing. I'm in school. Hey, you getting tired. What do you say? You not getting tired of me, man. Yeah, I see that now. When you find out you're going to be able to Bridget Griner but not playing basketball. I'm over here. I apologize to the East family and my daughter. Hell yeah, you can come in and give me some love. Yeah, man. I apologize. Go ahead.
Hi, guys. Oh, your daughter is so pretty.
Yeah, appreciate you. Appreciate the love. But CBE family, let me start getting some of this noise up out of here so we can get back to the bill. Hold that thought. Say, keep on. I done had enough of that. Every time I tell everybody to shut up, you keep going. Do that again. You won't be going outside, playboy.
Stop, Jason.
That door is not gonna open unless I open it. Have you forgotten that I'm in charge? You cannot run through this door. You know that, right? I don't know what you're doing all that for. I'm in charge.
Hey, Daddy, I gotta go.
Dang, bro. This fool here. Her queen, do me a favor. Get her out of here so I can clean this cage up. Yeah, she didn't have a ball shit. She must have had a big old bowl of food today. Who wants to? Oh yeah, he do wants to go. That's what he was saying too. I need to go, Daddy. I need to go. Yeah, you need to go. You've been telling me this since I came in the house. That's why, to be honest with you, that the reason why I was building with you guys, because when I came in, he tried to tell me what to do. So what I did was, I made everybody else suffer for him doing that. So eventually, everybody will know that we all on the same beat. And we can't move forward by ourselves. We got to move forward together. So in order to get him in warnings with the program, I have to have people that's standing behind me, meaning my dog standing behind me too when I'm laying the laws down. Meaning they need to be reaching out to they comrade. Letting them know, hey man, Pop's saying we ain't gonna make a move, man, if you gonna keep doing that, bro. And after a while, you know, because they in the community themselves too. They in the community too. Even though we family, they got their own little community. You know what I mean? They dogs. I'm not a dog. So, you know, they got a community. They all a part of a community. You know, even though we all are family, this a whole new community. This is another community. You know what I'm saying? So they all understand, you know, in order for us to be able to reap the benefits on the land, man, we got to be in warnings with what he asked out of us. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you get, man, when you see me jiving with my bulls, man, and they want to put up a fight and give me a hard time, huh? It's all good though. I love it though. It ain't nothing, you know, it ain't nothing that I can't handle. You know what I'm saying? It's all part of the process. You know what I'm saying? Everything you guys are witnessing right now is the process, man. Eventually, you guys begin to understand my vision. Right now, in the beginning, if you go reflect on some of my videos, the way I'm talking right now, see how it's flowing? It wasn't going on. It was like a hit and miss kind of effect, you know what I'm saying, with me at days. You know what I'm saying? But now, when I start understanding that I have to stay in high spirits every day in, day out, it began to start making sense to me. When I'm in high spirit, it's like a water flow. But when I'm not in high spirits and I'm laying stuff that I want to get taken care of, things that's not coming together on my time, I start letting it take control. I find myself missing from time to time. I kind of be bumping. I get a niche and rewind, and I fall back off because I let my mind wander off, then I get a niche and get back on, back ride, and I fall back off. So in order to be able to keep that smooth road, I got to be able to understand and respect everything that's going on the road. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I hope that made sense to you guys. You know what I'm saying? But that's what's going on, man. I try not to feed into no more. I try not to feed into anything that cause me to feel as if I'm starting to get distracted. You know what I'm saying? But TDE family, man. Man, it's always an honor and pleasure to be here with you guys, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Y'all part of the reason why I do what I do. Y'all remember, I don't know if you guys paid attention to what I was building on, in my last live because I was all over the place. You know what I'm saying? I was all over the place, but I also was in the place. You know what I'm saying? I was all over the place, but I also was in the place, meaning, although I was building on multiple things to where it was so much information for you guys to digest, I still was on one, right? I don't need you to do that. And he's not running anything. Say, bro, I'm not ready for you to come in. Whenever I'm ready to let you in, I'll let you in.
They be bullying my baby.
It don't matter what they doing. He better learn how to face reality and face stand up like a man. He want to do some poking. He doing poking around her. I don't need nobody around here working no none of my bitches in the yard and ain't able to stand on business. He better learn how to. Yeah, I don't care what he is. If he want to call himself a king of making babies, he better show that courage of a king. Yeah, you talking about you a king of making babies. I need some courage. Because any of these babies that's going to be born is considered your babies. And I need me a protector when I ain't around to protect those babies with the mother. So if he can't handle that, then he won't be making no more babies because he's making coward babies.
No, he not.
Yeah, he will be. If he afraid to be around them because he's small. I don't need you doing all that. That's Nala, man. She have a habit of doing that. Y'all ain't heard that. That's her doing that. She do that all the time. I don't know if she just trying to let me know that she can talk or she bad or what. I don't know what she be doing. She do that a lot. Then my girl, I apologize, y'all. My camera, I done pushed my camera over a little bit. But I'm gonna show y'all the mess baby made. This is a small dog. Y'all can see how small baby is. Watch this here. Watch this here. Watch this mess she done made, y'all. A dog that small, watch this here. You wouldn't think a dog as small as baby is able to create a pooper scene like this here. Look at the scene she created. This is a scene she created in a couple of hours. I left by to go take care of what I took care of. It took probably about 2 hours. I probably gone about 2.5 hours. In 2.5 hours while I was gone, this is what she created out that one little butthole. Small thing, man, doing big things. So that lets you know she a big girl. It lets you know she a big girl. And she in there cutting up right now. She don't like them rubbing her like that. After a bath. Nah, don't do that. Y'all want you are the spiker dog. She bite. Hey, stop! Stop doing that. I see why somebody would want to pop you for doing that. You don't do that. You don't do that.
Trying to dry you.
Yeah, that's what you do. You let her dry you off. Stop. What I say, baby? Baby, tough, boy. I'm talking about small dog. Got teeth of a mountain lion. I ain't lying. Got teeth of a mountain lion, and she in there feisty right now too.
You had to get her back. Listen.
Like when you bathe her, it seems like she don't like you rubbing her a certain kind of way. She get to rubbing her a certain kind of way, like rubbing her head and her back and stuff. She just start cutting up.
You had to get her back. You full of poop.
Well, you know, sometimes you gotta understand that you shit where you sleep. Excuse my French, man. You poop where you shit. Where you sleep. Don't you poop where you sleep? Don't you sleep in a house that has a toilet in it? You shit in that motherfucker, don't you? Or poop in it, don't you? So it's the same place, the same thing. At the end of the day, if I got my dog housed in a certain place and I go out on the road, I need to take care of some business, and my dog chews that can't hold it because I'm taking too long, that's what I want her to do. Get it out of her system. I don't want her to be sitting on it and holding on it too long and it start coming out of mouth. No. If she need to poop, she need to poop. And get what I'm gonna do? Right what I'm doing now. I'm gonna clean it up. If you pay attention to my program, I'm talking about from every live to every time I go, for every live, any post that I done done, you're going to see me constantly cleaning up, and you're going to see me constantly giving my dogs the understanding of how we rocking over here. And I'm teaching them at the same time. So at the end of the day, if this what comes with the process of my dog in line with what I want for them and myself, then I'm cool with that. It's a part of growth. It's the same with you. When your mother and father was teaching you how to ride a bike, if you know how to ride a bike, you didn't get on that bike and start learning how to ride that bike without the training wheels the first day, and you wasn't able to ride that bike with training wheels the first day. They had to teach you how to pedal that bike with them training wheels first. So what I'm getting at is, this is a baby. It's the same thing as with you. So why we as people have a habit of criticizing something that we haven't even investigated? When you investigate, then you will begin to understand. But you talking and speaking on something before even investigating anything that you about to speak on, and it makes you look like a fool. And I'm not saying you're a fool. You're not a fool, but you sound like a fool by saying some of the stuff you're saying. Because that don't make no sense. You said something about dog don't supposed to shit where they sleep. Ain't making sense. You ain't making sense. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm getting at is, man, sometimes, man, just pay attention, man, and watch before you start speaking. That's why I was telling you guys, a lot of you guys that's just tapping in and ain't subscribing, but you tapping in, you trying to get the feel and waiting until you subscribe. That's cool. So if that's what you're doing, just keep watching. Don't start talking on something you ain't even a member. You just come pulling up to speaking on something. I ain't asked you to sit down yet. We don't even know who you is. You ain't even introduced yourself. How you think you better sit down when you ain't even introduced yourself? Don't work like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Introduce yourself. Let me get to know who you is. I'm Theo. You know what I'm saying? So you start voicing your opinion. New Year's to you and your family and your beautiful dog. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's, man. Happy New Year's, man. It's good to see y'all tapping in those good, bubbly New Year's spirits, man. For real, man. And I love to see you guys around, man. I love seeing real people, man, that understand, man. We living in a world now where everybody think they got it together, and the ones that think they got it together don't even have nothing together. They don't have nothing going on. A lot of people that sit and wait on the neck, to start targeting the first flower that's something they think is flower. The first thing they think is flower, they always speaking about what you should be doing and how you should be doing it, but they don't even practice what they preach. They ain't even doing none of the stuff they telling you to do. How can you tell me what to do and you ain't even doing half of the stuff that you telling me to do? You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, I respect your advice, you know what I'm saying, and your opinion on things, but at the end of the day, man, start learning how to practice what you preach. Because I'm going to take heed to what you say if it's meaningful. But at the end of the day, if you get on my live and you start speaking all out of whack and you want to try to speak in that fashion to try to make me feel like what I got going on is a problem, man, I'm going to tell you, sorry to hear that, man. Sorry to hear that. God bless you, man. Hope you find peace in what you're doing. Because you trying to discourage me and stop me from what I'm doing. You going to be waiting for a long time, boy. But the only time I'm going to stop is whenever this word is at peace. That's when I'm going to stop. Whenever the word is at peace, I stop doing what I'm doing. Meaning I want everybody to be happy and full of love and thanking that Father at the same time, man. That's what I'm in it for. That's the reason why I was getting that before you came along to see what you said. You know, TB Inc. family, I apologize. You know, when these trolls start pulling up, I gotta show good sportsmanship. I'm a servant of the dark and the light. So it's not only for the light. This live is not only for the light. This live is for the dark too. Because I want to bring the dark back to the light. And the light, I want to make sure I keep them in remembrance. I keep them in remembrance of the reason why they in the light. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, at the end of the day, TB Inc. family, we got to make sure we stay focused. We got to stay focused, man. We can't let none of these local jokers, man, come along and try to knock us off our game. You know what I'm saying? We can't let them knock us off our game. It's just like, it's the reason why I say I look at life like a game. You know what I'm saying? I have fun living it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like, when this what's going on right now is the home court. I'm on the home court. You see what I'm saying? Anything that come along that's not a subscriber is a part of the away team. So it's only right that they make noise. It's only right that they start speaking out the side of their mouth or side of their head, speaking on something they don't even understand. That's only right. It's only right for them to be making all the noise and distraction to try to keep me from putting up that jumper. Cause they see they losing. So, you know, at the end of the day, man, that's why I don't take it personal. I make sure by any means, I show good sportsmanship because it shows leadership. You know what I'm saying? When I show good sportsmanship, it shows leadership. Don't nobody follow no one that moves and think under pressure like they are when they knowing how they moving and thinking or kind of flaw a little bit. They can't handle certain things. They would have been and blew up. You know what I'm saying? In order to show that you are worthy of being the lead, you have to show that you can handle things that some can't. You know what I'm saying? At the time. You know what I'm saying? Meaning, if someone come along and push you or bump your shoulder and you don't respond right then, that's showing good leadership. Why? Because you trying to resolve the problem before you get down and dirty because you know you're a major problem. You know you're a dynamite. So in order for the people to understand that you understand your work, and you understand that you are a leader, and you understand that the Father has crowned you king in the league, you have to show the people and make the people understand that that's what the Father chose you to be. So you can't move like everyone else because some people you bump their shoulder, they first thing they go into their insecurity, they start feeling played. Like, what's wrong with you, bro? You want to get out, let's get out there. But you bump my shoulder, I maybe say, hey, man, you all right? Man, what are you talking about? Man, I'm just saying, bro, you bumped me pretty tough, you know what I'm saying? Then you start pressing up on me. Then I have to show courage. I have to show that I'm a leader. I have to show that I stand on business. I stand on morals and principles, you know what I'm saying? But I'm going to make sure I try to do what I can to resolve the problem because I don't want no problems, man. That's the reason why all you trollers, man, if y'all run into my live and you make it this far, bro, that's the reason why when you trolling and you don't see me behaving like a lot of people do whenever you trolling them, it's all because, bro, I don't look at you as being no troller, man. I understand that you are trolling, but you're not a troller. You just trolling. You're not a troller. So I want you to understand that, man. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have to call your mama all kinds of words that she ain't. Your mama not responsible for you jumping on these apps and get all out of your body talking to people crazy. That ain't your mama fault. Why I'm talking to your mama? I'm gonna chastise you respectfully. And then if you can't handle that, I'm gonna just stop talking to you. Simple. Why would I need to be invested 100% into trying to reach somebody that ain't reachable right now? I done said I spoke my piece, I'm gonna move on. But yeah, TV Inc. family, man, we gotta understand what we up against in order to make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, my dogs live comfortable. That's the reason why I poop pounds like that. That's why I poop pounds like that. I feed my dog the best of the best in the yard, man. Or best of the best in the stores. I don't go in there and go buy nothing cheap. I'm not throwing no shade on nobody that's going there that's going to shop in their budget. It's just the way I move. You know what I'm saying? What I want for my dogs. You know what I'm saying? What I want for my dogs is what I want for myself. Meaning at the end of the day, if I'm at a decent point in life to where I'm eating decent, I want my dogs to eat decent. If I'm eating kind of, you know, food or something that ain't name brand or something, my dog's gonna have to eat the same way until we get there. You know what I'm saying? And so if I'm eating a brand that's not known, right now my dogs ain't gonna eat a brand that's known, that ain't known. Once I start reaching the point where I can buy brands that's known, that's a little better than the brand that I was eating at first, my dog's gonna eat like that. I'm not gonna be leveling up and eating a certain type of way, and my dogs ain't eating a certain kind. Nah. My dogs are family, and my dogs is about to help me pay these bills. So why not? And then I got a lot of people don't understand that every breeder are not the same. I'm not like all your breeders that you run across up. Not throwing no shade on nobody. I'm just not like everybody, and I can prove it. Just stay tapped in. I don't have to speak on it.
What do you want me to put baby, King?
What do you mean?
A lot of baby, I'm gonna put it.
All right, here. I'm finna put this. You can put them quiet. Sorry. What you learned in school today? You don't remember? It was too much going on today, huh? Y'all went back to school today. Y'all probably had a relaxing day anyway. It's close to the weekend. So your teacher y'all didn't really do much today, huh?
Science. Oh,
Who's it?
somebody being young gang if you want.
That's bad though.
Watch that. Y'all know how that bread for me. Move.
He gonna wait.
Wait.
Y'all give him really bad time.
No.
He's special, but he ain't no different than nobody else.
No.
Hey, baby.
No. Wait.
You too close to my face.
They in trouble?
Nah, I'm cleaning up. I don't need him being away. Really on the cool, you can let him in. Let him in.
Let him in, Mark. How you?
Oh, back over. Move.
Yeah, Papa.
That's not your house.
Lock him in that cage, mama. Alright, Dave, we heard you. You gonna go live. You don't when you start to think you run the show, cause your daddy think he run the show, he don't run nothing, you don't need. Raise it up. You gotta raise it up. There you go. Make sure to sit up in there.
Look, King. Look at the text you got right there.
Let motor mouth out. Jay, I do this. You got it. Say, get on, bro. Get on, bro. Get on, bro. Get on. Come on. What's she in Pete? Did she do anything now? I got that dip. I got some dip. Shampoo and I'm a dip her. Jade, I'm a dip. Hold on, let me see first.
I was getting the way he just did. Wait, boy. So you don't slide in.
Oh, she finally used to. She got to his mouth and she ran to. Now look, get it.
Hey, baby. You can put on the house, baby.
Be careful now, mama. Be
I
careful.
almost fell.
Yeah, I know it, because you trying to dodge this stuff. You got to be careful. Watch what you're doing. Let me do you. I tell you all the time. One thing at a time. You trying to do too much. I understand, though. You get a lot of that from me. And I ain't going to let you go through what I've been going through. Or should I say, you don't just get that as much from me. You get a little bit from me, you get a whole lot of it from your mama.
No, you had it right.
You know, she get a whole lot of it from you. I am responsible for some of it, so I'm gonna clean up the mess that I done made in your DNA. Look it up. Look it up. In her having all you have a bit. Huh? Yeah. It's up. It's baby, y'all see her ears starting to get, and she's shaking. Let me put her up under this light. She knows she still smile, y'all. She be 3 months on the 23rd. So I'm gonna put her back up under this light. Huh?
Call these two on some work
Oh, that's so sweet of y'all. No. You gonna get right here. Come on. Use the potty. Don't play. She can't play. Her ears are still healing, Nala. You start playing with her. Stop. Her ears are healing. Overstood. Appreciate you. Oh yeah. Let me make you a moderator too, JD.
No. Chase it. Chase it. Oh. Stop. Move. No. Girl. Oh. She hit her ears. Keep it. Ah! Now we're jumping on her.
Hey, come here. Let me show you what I got for you. Come on, let me show you. I just told you anyway. I just told you. So you wouldn't go in the house. Being too clumsy. What's up? I'll give you some water in a little bit. You're doing too much. I just told you her ears are still sore and you still trying to jump on us. You too. Moment you start, you gonna go. You better, you finna go in. You better. Really, I'm gonna let you make it right now, boy. Stop, bro. Say, come on, bro. Come on. You hard headed, bro. You think you're a bully or something. That's what you think. I'm gonna show you you're not a bully. I'm gonna put you right up. You're not a bully. You are a bully breed, but you're not no bully in her. No bullies in her. Only bully in her is me. How about that, Debo? I ain't nice like boss. Who is boss? I thought you was the boss. Now the father's the boss. I'm just in charge. I ain't nice like boss. I'm gonna put you up. Boss gonna let you have $1 million in one task. Yeah, you ain't gonna get that in the chair with me. I'm gonna put you up when you start getting on that BS. Then I can clean this high, clean y'all area up, and y'all already start back cutting up. It's all good though. I ain't tripping. Comes with the territory. Comes with the territory. TD family. Gotta make it some fresh water too. Gotta make me some fresh water. Mop water. What I do whenever it comes to get deep down into these cages, I do use my mop. So I try to make sure I keep fresh water in my mop bucket. You think you're in the boss? You're not the boss either. When I get ready to let you out. Talking about man. Stop, baby. You need to stop doing that. You're not a depot either. You think you're a bully? Smallest one in here always running up on somebody. She don't need you checking her out, bro. She don't need you checking her out. Let her go on. Let her make it. Then you gonna be whining when somebody bump your ears. Calm down, tiger. What that poop or urine you done did? But I know you just act like you had where you at? Could get back in here. Get back in here. Cause I can't see what you're doing in there. Man, what time y'all think, man? I'ma give. This what I want you guys to do, right? Overstood. Hey, this what I'ma do. This what I want to do, you guys. Y'all know I'm supposed to be confirming Keyrona's pregnancy next week and get a puppy count on her, right? Since I already did something with my family, right? What I'm gonna do, this here gonna be something light. It's gonna be $10 that you don't have. So don't look at my $10. I ain't never $10. That's what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Whenever I end this live, y'all just tap back into the comment column and y'all put how many pups y'all think Keyrona is carrying. You understand me? You can either go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And whoever wins, I will send $10 to your cash app, man. Just a friendly friendly giveaway, man. Just a friendly giveaway, you know, just keeping things spicy, man, you know. Say, leave that alone, bro. That don't even belong to you. Get her, baby. You already doing, come on. You doing too much already. Let's go. But you doing too much. I don't know what was you doing? What was you doing? You know what you were doing. Yeah, you gotta give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. You ain't been eating no poop today, have you? You ain't been eating no poop, have you? You better not eat none of that poop. You ate that poop? I brushed your teeth in a little bit anyway. Let me finish this. Yeah, you must have peed somewhere. I'm gonna have to go in there and find it whenever I finish doing this. That's Key Ronan right there that came in, my anxiety girl. Come on, let's go. What are you doing? What, don't do that. Next time I catch you doing that, you know where you're going? Time out. And I'm watching you. Watching you like a hawk now. You acting like an old male dog. That's what you doing. I don't know what's with my dogs, TV Inc. family. My dog be tripping sometimes. I don't know what be going on with them, but some reason they think that happy birthday to whoever birthday it was. Appreciate that JD for wishing whoever that was said happy birthday, man. Appreciate that, brother. Let me put my charge on. Yeah, man, but I don't know what's with my dog. My dogs, for some reason, they are like urine or something. I don't know what's going on with all that TV Inc. family. But I'm finna watch her like a hawk. That's why I'm sitting right here. Watch her just like a hawk. Oh yeah, I don't think I turned y'all on. I ain't let you guys know, but I had ordered me another. I knew it was something that I was feeling. I don't know what you're doing. Yeah, I had ordered me another container of that Be Strong. I had ordered another container of Be Strong. I really what I wanted to do, I wanted to try that liquid. I wanted to try the liquid. This one's pretty good. I just bought this one here because I'm familiar with this one. The liquid, I had never bought the liquid, so I haven't took a chance yet, man, and snatched me up some, but I will be. I want to see how that liquid is. The liquid a little better than the powder. I know that powder pretty decent, but that Be Strong is good to give to your dogs all year round. You know what I'm saying? It's good to get to your dogs all year round, and giving it to your dogs comes with a lot of benefits, man. A lot of things that you probably ain't targeting, little small stuff that Be Strong is able to give your bull. That's the reason why I love it so much. It's because it helps with that reproduction system, man, and it's good. And it's good whenever you got a female that's pregnant to give it to her to avoid the lipsis. When the lips is all messed up with your dogs, this stuff can help the dog. it can kind of prevent that from happening to your littles. You know what I'm saying? This can. Even I don't know about the swimmer feet. I'm not gonna say that. I know the lips, but I don't know nothing about the swimmer feet. I don't know. I ain't gonna say that that could prevent that from happening, but I know for sure that when it comes to that. But TV Inc. family, man, welcome aboard, man. All my new subscribers, man. All my new subscribers, boy. Y'all are the best. If anybody tell you anything different, tell them I said, get in the corner. And so it is. We don't care about all that, man. We ain't tripping about you feeling some type of way because you they didn't subscribe to your channel, but they subscribe to mine. Yeah, man, that's these real people. They know understand real people. They understand good peoples. I'm one of the ones. I'm good peoples. You understand me for real, man. But man, I'm probably what I'm gonna do is TV Inc. family, because the clothes I got on is my night clothes. I had put this on when I got out the shower. For probably take me a shower, get in the shower, man, clean up a little bit. My bulls. I'm glad I said clean up a little bit. So I can go and close this poop bag out. And give my bulls some water. Give my bulls some water. But TV Inc. family, man, I don't know if y'all know that I be messing around a little bit with that music, man, but my music be on all platforms, you know what I'm saying? Just giving you guys a heads up. I go by Y Snooty. A lot of music that I have created is music that, music that I created that was on my heart and on my mental at the time. I have grown a lot since then, but a lot of my music is on all platforms, man. I go by Y Snooty. How to spell it is YSNOOTY. Again, YSNOOTY. Put it all in capitals and keep it all together. Don't separate the S from the Y. It's Y Snooty. That's why I go by. It's the reason why I call myself Y Snooty. It went from, I was going by Yella. When I was in prison, Yella ended up getting popular. And he ended up getting hot. So I didn't want to be someone that was trying to shine in his light, you know what I'm saying? So I changed my name, which I'm the one. I was being Yella way before he even came along. Before he wasn't even born. I was being called Yella. But I changed it from it was Yella at first. Then while I was doing time, I ran across a word that it was Snooty. At that time, like I told you guys, I think in one of my previous lives or one of my previous posts, I was giving you guys the understanding what Snooty Gang was about, right? And that word Snooty, the reason why I embraced it because it fit where I was at in life. When I was in the process and in line with who I am today, I ended up running across that word Snooty. Hey! If you do that again. I ran across that word Snooty in the process of shaping my reality, and that in lines with what the Father see fit for me, right? So Snooty, the word Snooty, SNOOTY, derived from snobby, right? But the word Snooty, Snooty is basically someone who socializes with those in high power and look down on those inferior. It's basically a Snooty meaning eccentric, meaning someone that's unusual, somebody that's rare, somebody that somebody may call weird. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times we take those words, or also a Snooty is someone that's considered like a nerd. You know what I'm saying? That's what they call them too. But a Snooty, when I broke the word down, I placed my own meaning on it. I broke it down from the meaning that the Webster gave me, but I broke it down. So when I looked at the word Snooty, and the first thing I seen in the first definition when it broke it down, I broke the definition down. So it say one who socialized with those in high power, right? So where I'm at in life now, I don't want to socialize or find myself in environments that I no longer want to be a part of. The environments that created some of the stuff that goes on in me that made me say, man, I'd had enough. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be a part of those environments no more. And I don't want to, not saying be a part of them is meaning I won't go back to them environments, because those environments I want to go back to because it's hope in them. I want to be able to give the people hope. It's somebody in there still have faith. So I want to be able to give them something that I didn't have at once upon a time, and hope that it would give them something to make them in line with where I'm at, or in line with what the Father see fit for them, right? So what I'm getting at is, where I'm at in life now is, I don't want to be associated with nobody that's inferior. Someone that fear anything, I don't want to have no association with them. It's the difference between a fear of not knowing and a fear of knowing and you're afraid. You know what I'm saying? A fear of not knowing is cool. Because at the end of the day, yeah, you may not know, so you kind of like timid a little bit, but you still gonna go for what you know. You still have that courage to say, I know it's something new, but I'm gonna go for it anyway. But someone that know and fears something, all because of what can come with them being the opposite of something that probably have greater numbers than them, is someone that I don't want to be a part of. Meaning, if I'm pushing P, and a big percentage of the world is against P, I don't want to be associate myself with nobody that feel like, nah, I ain't finna do that because everybody gonna be against me and I'm not gonna be able to do. I don't want to be no parsayer, homie. I don't want to be no parsayer. You know what I'm saying? If I can't give you the understanding that, hey man, this is a good cause, man. It's gonna bear fruit. It's gonna save many generations after us, man. This is best. This is what I feel is best. And you still saying, no, I ain't doing that. I'm going to keep sticking with this, man. Regardless if it's detrimental to my health, I'm going to keep, get what I'm going to do. Man, God bless you, man. Sorry to hear that I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? So snooty to me, you know, it's just a word that keep me in remembrance of my work. It's a word that make me understand where I'm going. It's a word that gives me that thing that's how can I put that word? Indescribable. It's indescribable. That when I hear that word snooty, the feeling that I get when I hear it is indescribable. Even though a lot of people may look at the word as being something that's negative, because a lot of people look at it as being negative, because a lot of people think snooties are those, which it is to a certain extent. A lot of people look at snooties as being people that's in power, people that's in control of the world right now. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people look at them as being snooties. Because a lot of snooties is someone that think they better than you. They think they better than everybody, you can't tell them nothing. But my snooty, and when I broke it down, is way in a more deeper depth than that. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, I changed the definition. That even though I went with the definition, I shined the good on it. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people just see the word, see the definition, and assume that it's just all bad. And I'm the one to give it life. That's just like the word gang. When I place the gang out to snooty, I place gang out to snooty because I know a lot of people associate anything with gang with something negative, right? So when I said to myself, okay, when I place gang out to snooty, I know the word gonna probably look like this is a new arrival gang that's ready to cause disturbance. You know what I'm saying? But the moment when they tap into what I got going on, it's gonna change the whole narrative. It's gonna make them look at game from a whole totally different standpoint. Like, if you look up the word game, the first definition is not negative. Now, when you go into the second definition, then you get a little bit of the negative. You know what I'm saying? Hearing you're gonna get something negative out of it. But me personally, when I read defined words, I always go with the second. I go with the first definition first, and then I consider the second definition afterwards in order to understand the word. So if somebody ever use it in a sentence, and they use it in a sentence a certain kind of way, I'm able to say, okay, he used that word correctly, or oh, okay, I understand. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, TV Inc. family, that's the reason why I go by why snooty. It was Yellow Snooty. I ran across a guy that was out of Dallas, very educated young brother, and he was just saying, why would you have it? He said, Yellow Snooty, cool, but you should shorten it a little bit. OG, he used to call me on too. So I was like, what you mean? He said, man, you should go by Y Snooty. It's all the same. I said, boy, you may be on one, man. So that's the reason why I tell you guys all the time that I'm one of those people, man, that's open to accepting constructive criticism, man. Like I'm able to accept constructive criticism and destructive criticism. You know what I'm saying? I make both of them work. Constructive criticism, I can see a bad in it too. You know what I'm saying? Meaning I can get too wrapped around too much constructive criticism and start being too dependent on somebody that's giving me constructive criticism. And then I feel like I can't handle stuff on my own. That can be considered bad. Meaning you relying too much on something like as if you don't have it. That's considered bad. And I can find the good in destructive criticism. Destructive criticism is basically something that can keep me in remembrance of what I don't want to be like. Meaning somebody that's too judgmental and always seeing negative views on things and I always ain't got nothing good to say. You know what I'm saying? I can that destructive criticism can make me say that's something that I don't want to be a part of. I don't want to be nothing like that. So I found a good in it. It's good too. So you know, I'm just sharing that with you guys so you guys can get a feel of who Theo is. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of them. You know what I'm saying? I am one of you guys. You know what I'm saying? I am energy. I'm an energy. I'm everything. You know what I'm saying? You look at it from trees, dirt, whatever it is that has something to do with energy, I'm in oneness with it, just like you are. Why? What you mean, bro? I don't understand what you're saying. We all in oneness with anything that exists on this earth. Why? Because it was created by our Father who in heaven. And our Father in heaven, when he created everything with energy. It's energy in everything. So we have association with everything that exists. So I'm everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm places where you think I'm not. When you think I'm not where you at, you have to remember we in oneness with each other. Why? Because we live and breathe the same way. May not be in the same degrees, but we live and breathe the same way. You know what I'm saying? And what I'm getting at is basically we all are the same energy. We come from the same source. Regardless if you want to accept it or not, we all come from the same source. So, you know, to give you the understanding, I appreciate you, to give you the understanding of who I am, that's the best way to give you the understanding of who I am, what I stand for, and where I'm going, and the reason why I do what I do. Yeah, it's about the dogs, but you have to remember, when you spell dog backwards, what it's about. Yeah, it's about the dogs and God. So I'm a servant of my dogs, and I'm a servant of my Father. So with serving my dogs and not mentioning the Father don't add up. Not to me. Now, to somebody else with a different reality, hey, man, that's your word. If that's what makes you happy, stick with it. But this is what makes me happy. That's the reason why I have to tell people all the time, bro, look, man, don't put me in no box. Don't put me in no box. Don't make me see, don't judge me because you are a box thinker. I'm not a person that's a box thinker anymore. I used to be a box thinker. So that's the reason why I understand the difference between a box thinker and someone that thinks outside the box. I'm someone that understands that in the box, I can't be me. In the box, I'm wrapped up around all this stuff that people feel is cool and not cool. But when I step outside of those boxes, my cool is cool and the things I feel is not cool is not cool. But when I'm in these boxes, I'm no longer being governed by the things that I think is cool and things I feel is not cool because I'm going off what everybody else's temperature feel like. Oh man, he said it ain't cool, so I guess I ain't. You start walking around and being a whole lot of something that you're not. So in order to be able to ebb and flow, in order to be able to glow, in order to be able to let it show, in order to be able to remain in a great state, and to remain in oneness with things that I know exist, I have to be the opposite of everything that they think don't exist in order to make the people understand that, hey, man, that reality that you embrace, it only comes true because you don't understand your worth and understand how powerful you are. So if you say, I can't do it, you're not going to be able to do it. Trust and believe that because that's how powerful you are. But the moment you say, I can do it, I can do anything I put my mind to it, and you stand on it and you have a mustard seed of faith behind it, guess what's going to happen? You're going to say, I know it. I know it. I knew I could do it. You see what I'm saying? So I try, man, I read the comments, but I read the comments when I find time. You see how whenever someone was saying something smart, if you know, I do. Don't get me wrong. At the end of the day, you have to understand the difference between somebody that's in oneness with thyself and in oneness with the energies around himself. And in oneness with the Father as well. The Father have told me that I can't do too many things at once. Meaning, I can't be trying to piece a puzzle together, trying to piece the puzzle together, putting 3 or 4 pieces together when I only got 2 hands. The puzzle will be pieced together correctly without a problem if you do it 1 piece at a time. So what I'm getting at is, I'm just one person. It's a lot going. I'm barely starting to understand social media world. So when all these comments are, man, it's a whole lot of information in the comment. It's a whole lot of information in the comment. And I don't want to sit there and then I'm trying to fast read it. And then all of a sudden it's another comment come up. Then I'm trying to catch that comment and I was in the middle of reading. At the end of the day, sometimes I read certain things slow. And the reason why I read it slow is because I want to make sense out of it. I want to make sure, word for word, once I finish whatever you done placed in the comment column, I don't want to ask you what you talking about if I ain't thoroughly investigated it first. I want to make sure when I ask you what was you talking about, I want to make sure that I'm asking you that because I honestly want to know what you're talking about. Not read something that's like self-explanatory and then the only reason why I don't understand it because I didn't read the comment. Nah. I'm going to take my time with it. See, it ain't no such thing as, man, you read fast. You read too slow, bro. God dang. That's the problem with the word right now. We'll get so wrapped up in what other people want us to be instead of understanding where we at. At the end of the day, if I'm a slow reader, it's cool. I could be a slow reader and start working on, picking up the pace with me when it comes to reading. Right now, I'm slow reading right now. So eventually, once I start reading more, then I will be getting faster and faster. That's what an instructor told me. You know what I'm saying? When I was in school, the instructor told me because I used to be so hard on myself. When I used to be in class, I used to be in decent class. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't in special ed class, but I was in the class with the, honorable, the people that has, smart. So whenever they call on to read, even though I know how to read, I don't know how to speed like that. I don't know how to speed read like them and be animated with it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know how to have that gift. I'm already struggling to try to be able to read and have character with it because you got to remember, I didn't have mother and father raising me and bringing me all up. I was created by a mother and father that was very, very, very young. So the person that raised me is my mother's mother. So, at the end of the day, not making that as being an excuse, it's just a lot of things that was going on in my upbringing that made me just don't have any energy for nothing of that nature, meaning want to be all animated and thinking everything is dandy and happy and joy. I was at a state where I wanted to be with my mama. Even though my mother was raising me and doing a wonderful job, I just wanted to be with my mother. I wanted to be with my mother where my siblings was at. My mother is 4 of us. I'm the only one with a different father, and my other 3 siblings had the same father. So my mother was embracing them more than she embraced me. To the world I would be considered like a black sheep. I was never a black sheep. I would only accept me being a black sheep because I was different. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that I'm a black sheep, man, and I'm a renegade or I'm someone that wasn't worthy or no good. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm not that kind of black sheep. I'm a black sheep because I'm different. You know what I'm saying? But as far as, coming up as a kid, I was battling with a whole lot of things. And then coming up in that household with my granny, I was witnessing a lot of struggles. So it caused me to force my hand and want to be mature in areas too fast, too early. I was trying to be grown to be able to start helping my granny buy food at certain times of the month. Why? Because my granny was living off food stamps at once upon a time. So whenever she buy a fill of icebox up, you have to remember the household I was growing up in was a 3-bedroom apartment, but my granny was raising me and my cousins now, my auntie's children. So it's probably every bit of about 6, 7, 8 grandkids in the house, in a 3-bedroom house. So when granny buy groceries are vanishing fast. Like we kids. Yes, she buying box of noodles and stuff. You know, we eat noodles, and the only time we eat big meals when she cook them, because the meals that in the freezer be the hard cooked meal. But out the way, granny cook every day. She cooking every day. It's a home cooked meal every day. But when she run out of food and she run out too soon to where, she ain't made it to the mark to where the food stamp is rolling back over, we had to depend on, my granny had to go into her wallet. And sometimes she go to the wallet and we had to go to McDonald's. She go buy a whole bunch of McDonald's dollar burgers and dollar fries and dollar drinks. You know what I'm saying? So witnessing this struggle, and witness my granny appreciated, witnessing my grandmother going through this and want to be able to take control, because I understand that my granny deserved more, and she worried that I having better, you know what I'm saying, caused me to say, you know what, even though I knowing jumping out this porch and watching those drug dealers and then trying to get in the flow with them drug dealers or learn how they doing to make quick money was a bad thing, I didn't see it. I wasn't looking at it from that standpoint. Appreciate it. I wasn't looking at it from that standpoint. I was looking at it, this is fast money. I'm too young to get a job, so I'm not going to get no job no more. I'm only 13 years old when I thought about jumping off the porch. When I thought about jumping off the porch, I was about 13 years old, probably 12 or 13. I was thinking about jumping off the porch. You probably saying, man, how you 13? Your granny was doing this and this and this here. Well, at the end of the day, you got to remember, my granny had a curfew time. Meaning as long as I make it home in that curfew time, my granny would never know what I got going on. So I always try to come out early and have a whole lot of time before the curfew, because my grandmother was one of those individuals that exercise. Don't let that street light catch you. When dog come on, that street light catch you, and you ain't home, I'm on you. Yeah, I'm on you. So what was going on is, in that time, I began to understand a lot of things, man, and I ended up jumping out the porch and started embracing the lifestyle. Started out trying to embrace that way of life. A lot at that time when I was coming up in the early 90s, a lot of people was one of those individuals that go tell your mama. They gonna go tell your mama. You get caught up at the store, I'm gonna tell Molly, hey Molly, you know your son up here at this store like he trying to serve some crap. Yeah, he up here this. That's how the older heads was back when I was coming up in the 90s. They gonna tell your mama. If they can't get in touch with your mama, get what they gonna do? You could be fighting and hey, let me go. You could be doing all that. Get what they gonna do? Yank you right up and put you right in the car and take you straight to the hive, knock on that door. Hey, Miss Catherine, you know this boy been out there at this store. Yeah, I don't know what he was doing, but he looked like he was up to no good, and you gonna get in some trouble. So, when I jumped out the porch, I ain't really, I'm trying to figure this thing out. I'm trying to figure it out to where I can at least get up under the radar without these old heads seeing me that know my mother. Because my mother at the time, remember I told you, my mother had me when she was young. So my mother was in the streets too. So my mother was kind of known in the streets. She a female hustler, single parent, no van. So, she embraced that way of life as well. So that's why, to rewind a little bit, that's the reason why I understood the lifestyle. I wasn't a part of it, but I understood the lifestyle to a certain extent. It started beginning to make more sense to me the more I started being embraced and groomed by those that was a part of the lifestyle that didn't mind, showing me the ropes of how this goes. You know what I'm saying? Because what happened was it takes a village to raise the kids. Overstood. That's how it was too, man. But my first sack, to be honest, which I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna be very transparent with you guys. When I jumped out the porch, a lot of them old heads wouldn't serve me. They wouldn't serve me. And the moment I say something about something like that, they gonna go tell my mother. Here in Texas, we call a miss a bip. You know what I'm saying? A bip. You know what I'm saying? They call it a bip. A bip is a miss. What is a miss? A miss is basically fake crack. You know what I'm saying? So I started out trying to make miss to make some money. I know I wanted to get in it, so I just broke down a whole bunch of soap and shaped it up to where it looked like the same substance that I was seeing them old heads serving to make money. So all I'm thinking about is I need to get in the game. I need to be able to make some money and find some way to where when I get this money to my grandmother, she won't think that I'm out here doing the wrong thing for it. I can make something up like have buy me a lawnmower and then make her think I'm pushing the mowers. You know what I'm saying? That's how clever and advanced I was as a kid. That's the reason why I understand the reason why I have always been told that I was chosen, right? Because I was always very observant and ahead of my time. It don't take no time for me to catch on. But my parents didn't understand that until later on. You know what I'm saying? Like, dang, this boy been watching me. I thought I was doing something. And he been watching me the whole time, right? So I started out trying to do some bips, sell some bips. Then you have to remember, in the neighborhood I was growing up in is the projects. You know, it's the hardest projects that I was coming up in. Projects I was coming up in was one of the hardest projects that I was coming up in. And the name of them was Red Bricks, you know, the bricks, you know what I'm saying? And it was plenty more apartments, but the apartments that I was coming up in was very hard, you know what I'm saying? When you come off that porch as a kid, you had to get iron and dirty. We gotta represent before you start walking around here. Think you're gonna go to the park and, you know, walk around and this. You gotta get down, you gotta get out there and show your heart, you know what I'm saying? Before somebody end up realizing you're a pick on, and that's what they're gonna do until you start showing heart, you know what I'm saying? Or your parents gonna move because you ain't got it in you. But that's where I was coming up in. But make a long story short, in these apartment complex, the officers had a police station in these apartment complex. And in these apartment complex, the police every year around Christmas time and stuff, the police officers used to give bikes away. A lot of the bikes they was giving away would be bikes they bought, and a lot of bikes they would give away was bikes they confiscated. You know what I'm saying? From thieves and stuff of that nature. And they fix them up and give them to the low income children, you know what I'm saying, that's growing up in housing or whatever. So what happened is, you know, a lot of those officers remember me because I was one of those ones that loved water. I was one of the best in the water, man. You know, I love water. You know, as a kid, you know what I'm saying? I love water. I used to be at the pool when the pool opened and when the pool closed. The pool where I stayed was right behind my house. The pool right behind my house. You know what I'm saying? So I used to go to the pool from sun up to sundown. And man, I'm talking about sunburn. I ain't had no sunburns, but you can tell I got the chlorine burns. You know what I'm saying? You can tell my eyes red because when I used to swim up under the water with my eyes open. I always swim like that. I never had goggles on. I always swam under the water with no goggles. You know what I'm saying? So from the time the pool opened to the time the pool closed, I was there. You know what I'm saying? So whenever the time the pool closed, I always come on with red eyes. But to make a long story short, a lot of those officers that was giving no bikes away, due to my grandmother stayed right across the street from the police station, they knew me. So whenever I jumped out the porch and started trying to hustle, and I ended up breaking down all that soap to try to get my hustle on, just so happened I ended up crossing the highway from where I stayed, because I stayed on one side of the east side, and I ended up crossing over on the other side of the east side. The officers, it's patrolling everything, but they know where I stay. They stay right across the police station, right across the street from my house. You know what I'm saying? So when they see me across the station, they can already tell I'm starting to get older too. And they don't want for me what they seeing a lot of youth that's falling victim to. So they just so happen when they see me, what you doing? I'm like, man, what you mean? They're like, what you doing over here? You know, my name Marcus. They're like, what you doing over here, Marcus? I'm like, man, what you mean? They're like, you know you don't supposed to be over here. Your grandmother know you over here? Like, yeah, she know I'm over here. They're like, serious. You know, it's dark. It's weekend at this time. My granny used to let me stay out Like on the weekends, you know, I get to stay out probably outside probably 9:30, 10 o'clock on weekends. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't a school day, she'll let us stay out an hour or two later. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, at this time, I didn't start, you know, trying to smoke weed and start kind of being rebellious a little bit. You know, and that's all because I knew that eventually and the only way I'm gonna have to make it happen, man, I gotta let my nuts drop. You know, should I say let my testicle drop and go on and let them fools know, man, I don't care about you telling my mama, I'm trying to do what I need to do. I feed my family too. You know what I'm saying? I had to let them drop. So, I started kind of being rebellious a little bit. So this officer pulled up on me. I done broke all this soap down. I went on the other side of the town because I knew if I get this fake off, these misses, these bips off over here, when I get on or get enough money to give me a real sack, I'm good on this side of town. So I'm already advanced. I'm understanding the laws of the land at an early age. I'm telling you, right? So what I did was I tried to go on the other side to get off the fake so I could give me some real and then go back to the side that I'm from where it's going on too and be able to make it over here with real stuff. So I get on this side, these officers run across me. Nah, that ain't me. That ain't me. That ain't my last name. Nah. That's my earthly name, Marcus, though. That was the name that was given to me here on this earth. But we'll get into that someday, TB Ink Flamin. Nah, that ain't me. That ain't my name. Nah, that ain't my name. Yeah, that ain't my name. But back to what I was saying, you know, they end up catching me. They end up catching me on the other side. They catch me on the other side, right? And just so happened, when they see me and ask me all these questions, they just get out the car. They finna take me home like them old head. This way you used to go on in the 90s though. So they end up getting out the car, bruh. I'm talking about they get out the car and want to search me, man. Man, they searched me, man. They went to search me. Appreciate you. Thank you, mama boo. They end up patting and searching me, man. Tell me why they searched me and found this big old bag that I had with soap cut up in it. They like, what is this? I like, I don't know what is the soap. They say, man, we know you're not trying to do that, man. You a good kid, man. Don't do that, because I'm known. At this time, before I started trying to embrace this way of life, this no cap. I was one of the best that was known for doing backward flips. I was one of the best that was known for swimming and teaching people how to swim. I was one of the people that was known for playing all sports and was good at it. I was one of the people, just name it. I always been an athletic person. I always was good at just good. Good at swimming, good at teaching how to swim, good at teaching how to flip, good how to backflip, good at playing football, good at playing soccer, good at playing hide and go seek, good at playing baseball, good at playing football, name it. I was always just one of the ones to pick. Only thing that I had a good defense game in basketball when I was coming up. I had a good defense game. I had an ugly shot, but it was one of those swishers though. Yeah, it's gonna happen. But the chances of it happen, out of 10, I made to put up a switch probably three or two times out of 10. You understand me? So they picked me because my D game. I got a bad D game. You know, as far as my jumper was one of those jumpers that we're gonna call on you if we have to kind of jumper. So I ain't never really just had the good basketball game, but I love the game still now. I still love basketball and my game a little better now. But back then it wasn't really fleet like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I was known. I was real known. And the officer was like, man, you deserve better. Why are you trying to do this here? You know, I'm a kid. I'm just, motor man. I want to help my grandma. You know what I'm saying? I want to help my grandma. Man, they're like, well, you can help them better way than that. You need to start thinking better than that. If you need some help, just come talk to us and this here. And at that time, pushing the lawnmower, it was a serial killer that was in Texas that was known by McGruff. At that time, McGruff was going around killing a lot of women, you know what I'm saying, and doing a lot of killing. Big old white guy, you know what I'm saying? He was very known, McGruff. Y'all look him up. His name was McGruff. I forgot his first name. But that was a name that my grandmother, my auntie and them used to use to get us in the house. But he was around known too. So a lot of parents wasn't letting their kids pushing no lawnmower around to cut no yard because these women at this time when I was coming up in '90s, they wasn't even giving women beaters charges for doing that. That was a minor family violence, and you wasn't getting no charge for that. You can beat your woman half to death. As long as she ain't dead, you probably was getting away with it. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing happening. You know what I'm saying? That didn't start happening until it started being more cases of women being abused to where they end up dying or death is almost, they dodge death type, you know what I'm saying? But it was kind of hard back then, so you really couldn't, a lot of parents wasn't letting their kids run wild like now. You can go grab them more and go around and cut yards, you know what I'm saying? So, and then at this time where I'm from, it was murders that was happening a lot, The dude had just got his brains blew out and everything right there across the street from my house. The house directly from my apartment complex right across the street. You know what I'm saying? Man just hang out his brain. So, at that time, understood. So, a lot of them, a lot of parents, man, wasn't with that taking the chance of letting their children run wild with that lawnmower. You know what I'm saying? Like now, these things done changed from when I was coming up in the '90s. You know what I'm saying? But make a long story short, we'll get back to where I left off. I'm gonna say make a long story short because I want you guys to understand my struggle a little bit. So, the police ended up putting me in the car and kept a little sack of soap and took me home to my grandmother. And my grandmother, they took me home to my grandmother. My mother was there too. My mother was only one of those ones that came through and disciplined me. My grandmother tried, but my grandmother her heart was too into raising me into like me being like her favorite. You know what I mean? I was like one of my grandmother's favorite grandchildren. You know what I'm saying? I hate to say it, make it sound like that she favored me, but I was like one of her favorites. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it 100 with you guys. Like I was the favorite, one of her favorites. And my grandmother couldn't whoop me. You know what I'm saying? She didn't want it. It hurt her to whoop me. And, I think I got a spanking that I could count on my finger about 2 or 3 times in my whole life when my grandmother was living that she gave me. You know what I'm saying? But my mother was one of those ones that whooped me a lot. And she really didn't never have a whole lot of heart or emotions invested into the whooping. That's the reason why when she used to whoop me, it was like one of those whoopings to where it wasn't no emotions attached to them. To me, that's how I felt because the way she used to beat me is like, dang, you know what I'm saying? Like, this my mama, why you beat me like this? You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember one time my grandmother, this is when she stopped. My grandmother stopped calling her to whoop me. There's one time, she used to whoop me, and she used to whoop me with my clothes on. And in her head, she felt like those whooping with my clothes on wasn't doing nothing because I still was leaving out the house determined to do what I do to try to help my grandmother, you know what I'm saying, help my grandmother out. So it was kind of making it like I was a wild child, like I was doing the most. Nah, for real, I agree with that. Like, my grandma, my mother, she just was the one that came and disciplined me, right? And she used to come discipline me. She had a little heart, but it wasn't enough heart to where she felt like she was doing the most when she used to discipline me. So I remember the last whooping I received from her, like I was saying, she didn't feel like whooping me with clothes on was good enough. So she started after she do what she did. I holler and cry about, getting the whooping or whatever. And, hollering for my granny or whatever. My granny, it's crushing her to hear me hollering, calling her name. But she felt like she got to let something happen. And after she let my mama do it, granny just feels sorry for me. She holding and comforting me and willing to give me the word. You know what I'm saying? After the ass whooping, like, dang, I ain't want that to happen. But in her head, she like, dang, I think this will work a little bit. But after a while, she started seeing like, nah, I ain't gonna let her whoop you no more. That's over with. She almost made me come in there and snatch her by her throat. You know what I'm saying? By doing you like that. But the last whooping that I had received, what my mother started doing is she started whooping me with my clothes on. She felt like the clothes didn't work, so she ended up making me pull my clothes down and trying to spank me on my butt. And at this time, I remember in the 90s, if I'm telling you guys that man used to beat women back then and didn't get no charges or nothing, it's considered just separation, minor family violence, meaning you go and you leave and cool off, and she stay, or she leave and cool off and you stay. It was like one of those things, no cases. So if you living in a time like that, you already know at this time that certain laws wasn't in effect when it came to child abuse. You know what I'm saying? And then it was in effect, but a lot of people was at that time was more of the community was just so connected to where nobody wanted the worst for no one. You know what I'm saying? So even if they knew you were doing the most, they wasn't telling on you. They'd just probably give you a pep talk like, hey, you need to chill out, you gonna get yourself in some trouble. You know what I'm saying? So that's what kind of neighborhoods at the time I was growing up in. So mother started whooping me with my clothes off, you know what I'm saying? And then I guess she realized the belt wouldn't start working. At this time, she started going to extension cords. Extension cords, I guess she kind of fed a little something about the extension cords, and then she started going to tree limbs. Like she started gonna get switches off the trees, and she used to skin them off and wet them and all kinds of stuff. Like I don't know what kind of system or formula she thought it was gonna probably shake me up or whatever. But eventually, you know what I'm saying? So eventually what eventually happened is that she ended up whooping me that last time. I really had enough. She had whooped me with some switches so bad, man. You know, she just swapped me all in my face. And, you know, I'm light-skinned. And at this time, I was way lighter than what I am now. So when she whacked me up across my face with the switch, that's when my grandmother kind of pulled in. You know what I'm saying? Hey, nah, that's enough. That's enough, you know. And she stopped. That was the last whooping I got. But then, you know, they tried to send me to school and wanted me to have excuses. I had enough. I wasn't going to go tell it. You know what I'm saying? My cousin, it was lucky, you know, made my cousin rest in peace. She ended up stepping in and telling the principal and stuff that ain't what happened. I fell out of the tree. But yeah, man, I eventually started jumping off that porch, man. And my first sack, it was the Bips, and then whenever it came to the real, I just so happened with an old head that didn't tell my mama. He old penitentiary guy. You know what I'm saying? He understood a little bit. You know, my teachers, you know, my mother didn't really like him like that. You know what I'm saying? Not my grandmother. My grandmother didn't like him either because she didn't feel like he was to be trusted. Because around this time in the late 90s and the early 90s, a lot of those guys, the penitentiaries was harder then. So this guy that I was getting closer to was an old penitentiary kind of guy. He in and out the penitentiary, you know what I'm saying? And my grandmother and my mother knew, you know what I'm saying? And they just always felt like he was an old pedophile. He just was, you know, trying to, you know, kind of manipulate keep a child to think that, you know, trying to do something to him or whatever. So, you know, I didn't see that, you know what I'm saying? But my parents, you know, my grandmother was looking at it like that. So he eventually started accepting me. I ended up start pulling up on him to get him to embrace me. I ended up pulling up with half a blunt. And I'm smoking a half a blunt, and I passed it to him. From there, it was history. So just so happened, you know, he really was a poor hustler. He ain't really had nothing going on for himself. He was just able to tell me what was a difference between the 20 and the 10 and stuff of that nature. But as far as having a concrete grind, you know, a grind, or should I say what kind of grind we can call it? We can call it one of those well-rounded grinds, the way, you know, it ain't nothing he can't touch that he can't turn to gold. He ain't had one of those kind of grinds, man, you know. So we just saw Hal Mack, G-Mac one day, and the police was behind somebody that I knew of, he knew of too. And he was like, man, they look like that. That's Chris, man, you know what I'm saying? They were pulling them over. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, that nigga like, I'm like, that's his Chris, why you say that? What's up with him? He like, man, I know that fool got something up in the car. That keep something. He keep a load in the car. I'm like, For real? He like, yeah, man, this is at the time of kids still. So I'm like, yeah, he be having something? He like, yeah, he got something. I told you I'm ahead of my time. Whenever when he told me that this fool, he think this fool probably had something on him and he probably threw it out, the stop was further down. Like it was like some blocks, you know what I'm saying, where he eventually stopped at. I guess he had to try to figure out how he finna get it out from him before he pulled over. So he eventually get it out from him. So the laws got him jammed up there. So I asked the fool, you know, that I'm talking to, like, yeah, what you think, that fool got something or whatever? He like, yeah, I know that fool got something. Boy, he made a throw it away, boy. If he ain't throw it away, boy, he finna go down. I already know it. I'm like, yeah. And I just walked off. Tell me why I walked off. Wherever that stop started when the law cut on them lights said, I started right there. Man, I went to walking along the side of the curb. I'm walking, I'm looking. All I'm hearing is him steady saying, I know he had something on him. He threw something. Man, tell me why when I kept walking, I ended up stumbling on that sack he threw out. I don't know what to do with it. I just know this the real deal now. So it's a big old sack. It's a big sack. I'm a kid. I just know, okay, now I'm finna make some money now. I'm finna make me some money. I got something now. I'm finna make some money now. I'm finna be able to help my grandma now. I forget. That's all in my head. And my goal is to help my grandmother, man. Man, I ended up grabbing that sack. I gave him a little bit of it. Man, I was giving the stuff away. Stuff that was probably 20s, I was giving them away. The stuff that was probably 20, I was giving them away for 10s. And stuff that was 10s, I was giving them away for 20s. And, you know, all kinds of stuff going on at this time. But I eventually, man, started going through some changes, man. You know, man, I must say, man, you know, through everything I've been through, he began to start shaping my reality. In the beginning, a lot of stuff I went through, I didn't understand because I always had a pure heart. I always one of those people that just don't know how to say no to nobody, or I just don't know how to cut nobody out. And all my life, I have been used and abused. Meaning, when I say abused, meaning mentally abused. Meaning used, whenever it come to use, people know I have bikes or something, like my oldest cousin or something. They know they have my bike. Something happened to their bike. They know they come ask me to ride my bike. I'm going to let them get it. My grandmother used to be mad about that. You know what I'm saying? Get my bike. They never come back on my bike. Overstood. So, you know, appreciate you, my boo. You know, I always was a giving person. I always. Then people that misuse me and mentally beat me, you know what I'm saying? Meaning, you know, come along and damaging me with these unbroken promises and stuff like that. I always seem to always forgive them. I never hold on no grudges. It's like I remember, but I forget, if it makes sense. If that makes sense to you. It's like I remember, but I forget. Meaning what I remember don't affect me, so it's just like it don't exist. So you can hurt me, I remember, but I'm not able to harbor it. I'm not able to hold on to it. It's just the way I have always been, you know what I'm saying? And that always been my good, but also a downfall to a certain extent, because I will be sitting at the round table with all snakes, and every snake that's at the table is hissing at me, want to bite me with that vicious bite. But since I'm just a free-hearted, good person, I'm always feeding the snake. What you need? And they got them showing them teeth and knowing them poison. I still try to feed the snake. Then I get bit. Bite the snake bite. Oh, it hurt. You know what I'm saying? Right back the next day, I'm right there trying to pet the snake again. Trying to be friends with the snake again. And it's still some of the things that goes on in my life now, but it's a whole lot more firmer when it comes to my reality, and I'm more cautious now. You know, I still have that same genuine heart, but I'm kind of like, I don't just allow anything to get up on me like it used to. You know what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong. I still find myself from time to time giving, you know, people multiple chances that should be in the line drawn. But it's even like right now, you know, I done cut somebody out, and it ain't a day that goes by, I don't think about how the guy's doing. Even though I know this guy don't mean me any good right now because he ain't where I'm at in life. He got a lot of good going on with him, but he just don't understand his work. He don't understand the good about him. You know what I'm saying? So even though I done finally draw the line and I end up blocking him and cutting him out, it ain't a day that don't go by that I ain't thinking about him, knowing he don't mean me no good, knowing that, you know, he was just in my life to use me and try to manipulate every situation when it came to, you know, our relationship or whatever, or him standing behind his word or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like it just like that just goes back to what I was telling you. You right about that. Boo, I made very nice. Overstood. I don't stand for when my kindness. See, that's what I'm saying. See, that goes to show. You see what I'm saying, JD? That's the reason why I start understanding that I was chosen. Is because, you know, a leader is someone that's able to go through things or put up with stuff that some can't. Some people just, nope, I done had enough. A leader always someone that always is, it's like, you know, I always had the best judgment at hand. You know what I mean? Meaning at the end of the day, they always gonna analyze, they gonna invest whatever it is. They gonna protect the love or the people that they love, but they also gonna have a heart and have this thing about themselves that makes them believe in something that you may not think even have any love in them or think something don't exist in them. That's what a leader is. A leader is someone that's still able to see something in someone that you may not even see. A leader is someone that's able to face a certain situation or weather a certain storm that you probably can't weather in a way that leader can. A leader is able to see masses of people's personality and you know what I'm saying, et cetera, et cetera. You know, I can build on this for days and day in and day out. But, you know, that's the reason why I see when I started my lives in the beginning, when I was telling you guys, I'm in line with my higher self. And the more I in line with my higher self, the deeper my message get, right? And the deeper my message get, the more time start winding down. And I know it may sound like, man, what are you getting at, bro? Now you starting to lose when I this and this here. Brother, sister, lady, man, king, queen, prince, princess. I'm here to tell you, whatever you call yourself, I'm here to tell you, I'm in oneness with something that you probably wouldn't even believe that I'm in oneness with. I am who you may not even think I am. All because you look for a certain image. You look for a certain message. You look for a certain storyline. You see what I'm saying? But it's not for me to try to convince you. You see what I'm saying? It's not for me to try to convince you. It just helps me. It just my goal and my duty as a messenger is to bring the message in a way that has never been brought to you. Meaning I bring it in a modern form. Meaning I'm not gonna bring you a message that comes from way back in DC, you know what I'm saying? BC time and stuff like that. I'm not gonna bring it in that form. I'm gonna bring it to you in the form that what time we in. So it may sound like, no, he look like a gangster. No, he done been through this. No, he can't. I done heard this, all this and this. And that's what people do. That's the reason why a lot of us, even myself, when I didn't know no better, would overlook the signs that the Father was showing me to let me know that he was there for me. And he been there with me the whole time. That's the reason why we overlook it. It's because we get so wrapped up in being so critical and so being so judgmental and being so one-track mind and so biased about things to a point to where we'll overlook the gifts. The Father be telling you, that way, my child. And we'll get so wrapped up in this. I think I'm tripping. I know my mind is telling me go this way, but I think I'm tripping. I'm going to go this way. And then we go that way, guess what happens? Damn, I knew something was going on. I knew I wasn't supposed to go that way. Something was telling me in my mind, and I kept saying I'm tripping. I kept saying I'm tripping. But we don't understand this because we get so wrapped up in this Western atmosphere. We get so wrapped up in this Western system of making us feel like things that exist is a fairy world. Things that goes on is not going on. So we'll get so blinded by what we think instead of paying attention and understanding what we think is not all facts. It's not in line with all facts. So the point I'm making is when we start letting go of that and reprogramming ourselves and start embracing all of that and start paying more attention to our first mind and understanding, oh, this is not what I was created by. Oh, this is not what I was being taught as a kid. This gotta be that whisper they was talking about. You begin to start creating a system in you that guides you and help you and then line you with the truth. So when the messenger come, you don't have to have nobody to say he looked like this or this what he talked like this and like this. You can feel it. Why? Because it's the vibration. You define who the messenger is through the vibration, not through image. See, the evil is so smart and so clever. Evil will make you search for the messenger, the savior, the king, etc. It will make you search for it by a name, an image, and a certain message, right? And the message that evil creates is a message that may not be in line with the way the Father wants the message to come. Meaning, evil will make you think that the message will come this way. This is how you identify the savior, the king, the Messiah, whatever you want to call him. And he have to have this kind of name. And he got to look this certain kind of way. So the moment when evil find out that you have committed to that, now he's able to work on you and start putting you through all these changes, corrupting you to a point to where now, since you never see this certain signs, or you never see a certain image, or you never see or hear a certain name, it don't exist. In a moment when you start doing that, guess what you start doing? You start rejecting something that's fact and start thinking stuff that's facts is fabricated. It's not real. You start saying, no, I don't believe in the Bible. Nah, I believe in Islam. They just like finesse 2 times. We're gonna build on finesse 2 times because, like I will tell you, I have a purpose. I watch everything. So I'm online. I had already ran across someone that was on finesse about that. Big fan of his. Saying that, oh, you should have never said that. I'm done listening to your music. Because what finesse said was, I am the devil. Fuck God. So what happened was, when he did that, get what the Father did. I'm going to humble him. I'm not going to strip him from everything, but I'm going to humble him a little bit. Hopefully just get my child's attention. So guess what happened? A big percentage of finesse fans start sliding back. Guess what it done? What he probably was receiving monthly or he was receiving daily, it started decreasing. So by him being a smart individual, he began to understand that it must be because of what I said. So what he did was he tried to clean up. See, this is the thing. This is what they call lying by omission. Lying by omission is this, my people. Lying by omission is when somebody's saying one thing, and then that one thing they are telling you, if they see it's not getting you, they start trying to go back and say, yeah, but I meant to say, I was telling you, I forgot to tell you this. Trying to be clever, trying to clean it up, to try to see if they start adding more stuff to it, it will probably hook you eventually and make you think and say, oh, I understand now. So that's what they call lying by omission. Omission. O-M-I-S-S-I-O-N. Omission. Lying by omission. Look up the word. Lying by omission. You'll see I'm not telling you no lie. But lying by omission is someone that try to go back, to try to go define more information, being clever, to try to get you to buy into what they speaking on that you are starting to catch them in a lie about. So what he did was, he had a habit of saying, I was just saying, fuck the Christian God. I probably was saying fuck Buddhism. Or I probably was saying fuck this such and such God. I follow Allah. See, what fools don't understand is you will speak a certain language and don't even understand it. See, I done been a part of many religions, and I've been a part of Islam. That was the last religion that I was a part of before I let go all the titles. So, and the reason why I have my reasons why I let go of the titles, and we'll get to that too. But I know Islam from front to back. Why? Because when I was a part of Islam, I was in the hole. And the reason why I embraced Islam is because it was like something that kept coming along, making me feel like this is something I'm supposed to be a part of. Why? Because in the time when I embraced Islam, I had stopped eating pork. Then the time before I had before they gave me the sentence that they gave me and they placed me in confinement, I ran across a guy that was from a whole nother state. Gave me an understanding like how I'm preaching with you, how I'm teaching, I'm building with you guys. Brother, at this time, I was still all over the place. But I always had this gift. So brother was just so how we were building on something. He was part of Islam at this time. I was just down there scoring from him, picking up loads. So just so how we just prolonging things. He putting the load together and we just building. And we building and he putting the load together and he just letting me bite the mic. So I'm building. And bruh, I guess whatever I was saying was touching his heart. He could feel it. Remember, I was telling you the vibration. So bruh say, bruh, you sound like a disciple. He like, bruh, you Muslim or something? I'm like, nah, I ain't no Muslim, bruh. I say, I just don't eat pork or nothing. He say, bruh, you should go to Jumu'ah with me one day. I say, what is Jumu'ah? He like, man, it's just like it's like Sunday. It's like going to church on Sunday. It's Jumu'ah Friday, this and this here. I don't know about that, bro. I said, I look into it. He was like, here, bro, take this Quran, bro. He said, you ain't got to accept it, bro. But it'll be highly appreciated, bro. If you take out the time, come back down here, you know, not even on no business tip, bro, and just come to Jumu'ah with me one time. You will like it, bro. So at this time, I'm like, I'm hearing him. I take the Quran with me. I take the Quran with me, and at this time, this chick I was with, I was trying to make her embrace it. And the first thing she tell me, Islam is always embraced by those who are persecuted. No. Check this out. We ain't gonna do that. I understand where you coming from, though, Holly Feet. But I mean, I'm gonna clean that up. I know you mean well, though. I understand where you coming from too. Cause it has some truth in what you said too, though. So I understand what you're saying. Don't think that I'm saying that you don't know what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? But I understand what you're saying, though. But the point I'm making is this. Hold on. This thing act like it listen to me when it wanna act right, and then when it don't wanna act right. It don't wanna fall in my hand justice, but it stopped just then when I put my hand up. So what happened is I eventually get locked up. I get locked up and Islam came around again. So I say this ain't a coincidence. What I'm going through now, the Father must want me to go through something. It's something in this religion that the Father want me to see or to understand, because it's happening for a reason. This stuff is not studied being brought up repeatedly. These are signs. So the Father wanted me to get something in there because he must have understood that it's something in there I need to get, and he gonna get me back to the Bible too, because that's how it happened. And then once he gave me the difference, because these are two religions that I was open-minded to. Yeah, I read many books, but these two religions are some of the religions that's in every community. Christianity and Islam are some of the biggest religions ever. You know what I'm saying? So these are religions that's going on like right now, that's existing right now that people hide behind that knowing they ain't really. But anyway, it eventually came back up. So I ended up starting understanding that religion, understanding how to say my prayer in Arabic, understand what I was saying in Arabic, start going through everything. So to get back where I left off with finesse, reason why I'm speaking on Islam, is because bruh end up into saying, you know, yeah, I'm something about Allah. I know he know what Allah mean, right? But the way he said it as if it's not God. You know what I'm saying? If it makes sense. And then it just goes to show you. This is how you identify when evil is on somebody. When he starts saying, I probably was saying, fuck, I probably was saying, fuck Buddhism God, or fuck this such and such God. What if I was saying, fuck Satan? And guess how he did when he was for to say Satan name? He say, fuck Satan, and stopped. Want me to tell you the reason why? It goes back to what mama and daddy, your grandparents, them old souls, was telling you when you was around friends that was doing the most and when you were doing the most. You need to be careful. That devil is on him. It's evil on him. If you honestly think this stuff was stuff that was spoke on and brought to your attention just because somebody just wanted to be different, I'm here to tell you, you need to get on your knees and pray. You need to get on your knees and pray. Don't keep falling victim to what you think. Because it's not, this stuff don't come up, man, just because people just want to be different. You have to understand that people are only in control until the Father say, I want to be in control. That's the reason why the Father speaks to you through me and through you to me and to whoever. You may not even understand or remember. You probably done said something to somebody one day and you wondering why the hell I ain't never told you that. That's because you wasn't conscious that the Father had took over and started speaking to whoever you was around that he felt like he needed to speak to get them, their attention. But you won't never pay attention to this type of stuff when you're in the box. When you're in the box, you never understand, you never investigate. That's why he said I said that. I never remember me saying that. And that's all because sometimes you are not conscious that the Father that spoke for you. And then sometimes when you're on the other realm, evil can speak through some people too. And they are not conscious of it. That's the reason why you have people with life sentences that got sentences that they don't even understand or remember them killing mother and fathers, their kids and stuff. They was possessed. It really exists. So what I'm getting at, when he gonna say fuck Satan, he couldn't even get it out all the way. Because evil on his ass letting them know, you better quit playing with me. I don't even like you. I'm making a fool out of you right now. Do you understand, fool? That's what Eve was telling him. But he's so gone to a point to where he almost has sold his soul fully. So he ain't conscious of any of this going on and how he behaving because he got too many excuses and he thinks he's too clever. And when you think you're too clever and you're up against a spiritual realm that you don't even stand a chance against, boy, you in a lot of trouble. That's the reason why I be saying a lot of people take Satan as being somebody that's mediocre. Satan is not no mediocre to no human being. Satan is considered mediocre to a human being that don't know what's going on. The human being that understand their worth and their purpose and understand who they are, Satan don't stand a chance. This go for the believers. But the ones that don't understand, it's not Satan, is not the one to play with. Satan is so powerful. You have to remember, Satan was someone that sat in the forefront and sat on the side of the Father. Someone that the Father allowed to be the head of things. On his command. You in charge. And what the reason why Satan was able to take so many gifts, angels, with him whenever he left, is because you got to remember, Satan was one of the ones that was standing on business in front line of everything. The one that people look towards for comfort. People look towards for safety. He was protecting. He was on the Father's call, command. So whenever he started when he started saying this is what he gonna be on, he done already got people's hearts. People love and trust him. So when he father started saying this, even though they love the father, you got the ones that fell victim to him and what he was on and left with him that was already kind of was trying to get on, was starting to be on that kind of same time that he eventually got on. They was already like that when they were looking up to him. They were having a little bit of that wavy kind of stuff going on in their heart from jump. So when the moment he committed to that, it wasn't hard for them to follow that because they was already feeling like that. But the Father so much love his creation to a point to where, regardless if the Father know that this would be a good thing to do, is to get rid of it, it's hard for him to do because he created that. Same way as with you. You have to understand the Father. Same way when you deal with your loved ones. Even if you know your loved one probably can be the death of you, it's going to be hard for you to take them out when you know you got a chance to take them out, knowing that this loved one that you thinking about taking out is one that when you turn your back too long, it's over with for you. You will know that and can't do it. How do you think that's how the Father feels? That's how some of the stuff, that's the reason why some of the stuff that exists that you wonder why the fuck is existing. It's because the Father is finally reaching a verdict of what needs to be done now with the help of great ones that stands on the side of them with them, telling them, if you don't do it, I would do it for you, Father. And giving them the understanding that I know you don't want to do it. So that's the reason why you have me here for you to do it. And giving it makes sense to the Father. And the Father just, even though he don't want to do it, he do what he has to do. So what I'm getting at is, brother got so out of his body, then got so out of whack to a point to where he don't even understand what's going on. He don't see what's going on right in front of his face. And the reason why he's not seeing it, because the same thing that's going on with him, is the same thing that go on with a lot of powerful people that's very smart, that's in power. They get so blinded by social status and the finer things and their position to a point to where they think that the Father can't bring it to some closure. Father show you sign after sign. That was the first sign that he showed them. I don't know what done got into you, but you've been disobedient now. You say, fuck me. What I ever done to you? That's the first thing the Father was saying to himself. That's disobedience. That's a form of being disobedient. A form of disobedience when you say the Father don't exist. That's a form of disobedience. So anyone that you ever heard us say that the Father don't exist, just pay attention to how they think. Pay attention to what they're going through. Pay attention to how they live, etc. And you'll begin to see the Father's work. But a lot of people not going to see this if you're in the box. If you continue to fall victim to the program, it's going to continue to go over your head. That's the reason why I'm here. I'm here because I'm here to bring you the truth. I'm here to enlighten you with the truth. Why? Because all enlightenment is awaken something that already exists in you. It's not saying that I'm so clever, I'm smart, and you dumb, and you don't got what it takes. It's just saying that the Father chose me because he knew I could give it to you in the simplest terms and awake what's in you that understand who I am. And when I awake it, you can feel me. You can know, you will begin to understand that you have some type of relationship with me that you can't put your finger quite on top of it just yet. But the more you stay in line with who you are in your spiritual realm and control the things in the physical realm, you will begin to understand who I am. And I'm just giving you facts. I'm not giving you something to make me sound great or sound like I'm the greatest of all time, or I'm better than you, or that's not what I'm here for. I don't need to be crowned and patted on the back for something I already been rewarded for. Not on this planet. On this planet won't understand my work, but it's going to eventually understand my work. Just stay tapped in. You'll eventually see what I'm saying. I'm here for something way greater than what you can probably fathom. And it may look like, you ain't no big guy, or you know this and that, you ain't that, this and this. You're entitled. It's not my job to convince you. Just know I'm serving you when you think I'm not serving you. I'm protecting you when you think I'm not protecting you. And eventually when the time comes, you will be able to say thank you, but I will already be gone. Remember that. But TV Inc. family, I share so much information with you guys. And a lot of times when I come to my channel, it's never a storyline. It's never planned out. All I come to the store, I turn my live on, my only thing be on my mind is, man, I'm gonna bring them some content with my dogs. Whenever you get this here, it's just something that I can't resist if I wanted to. It's just who I am. With my dogs. Just who I am. And the only reason why it's just not giving and giving and giving and giving and giving and giving to you for free, and you wonder why you this and you that, why you have to do what we do, this and this here. Because when your time is up, you reach, you cross over and you're in heaven, you're gonna be working there too. It never ends. It never ends. It keeps going and going and on. They work in heaven just like you work down here. Why do you think certain things exist and certain things ain't too out of whack? It's out of whack. But it ain't got out of whack to where you knowing you don't stand a chance to even come outside. You have to understand this. I ain't just stay on the foot of this earth day in, day night, controlling things and making sure the wrong things don't get into too much control to where you can't come outside without something happening to you. So if that ain't enough information to make you understand that they work even in heaven to be rewarded, to be able to keep systems together, to keep things in oneness with the Father, then I don't know what else to tell you. So when you go through what you go through down here, don't think just because it's a whole lot more sound in heaven that you're not gonna be a part of the same system that makes you understand that you have to work and earn what you have been granted. You have to work for it. Whatever the Father grants you or give you, you worked hard for it. You earned it. It hits different. The stuff that you may not have in your life right now, it's the reason why. And the reason why is because the Father understands when you're ready for it. That's the reason why some people get certain things that they're not ready for, and they just keep begging and begging and begging. And then the Father give it to them and show them that they ain't ready for it, then they still blame the Father. Like he ain't done nothing. Want me to tell you the reason why? It's because when the Father starts giving you the understanding that I'm here with you, make this right turn, and you choose to make that left turn, and he continue to show you that he's there for you, and you keep saying he don't exist. Get what the Father say. All right, if you think you can handle your own, let me step back. He's still there with you. He got his angels on standby with you, but he know your work. So he'll let you go what you go through until it's getting closer to a time to where you see death flash by your eyes. And he just feel like it ain't time. That's the reason why you find a lot of people in prison facilities with a lot of time. Or you find people in places that you don't know how to heal. What? It's because then he's saying, nah, I ain't ready to call you home. I'm going to make you face some more reality before I bring you on home. The stuff you still need to learn. I'm not going to let you get away that free. You thought because I let you have it your way, and now to put a stop to it, that I'm going to go and call you home because you fed up? Nah. That's what I need you to go through so I can pull up on you and make you face a reality that you thought didn't exist. And that's the reason why you have people that you know was hardcore people that steady pressing the Lord. You can probably know them as being menaces to society. You known they was roughnecks, stump down. And now when they talk to you, they preach to you from a place that you knowing. Boy, somebody done woke him up. I ain't never seen this him. That's because when the Father finally pulled up on him, he had to understand that, man, the Father exists. He come in, the Father come when he want. And he always around. You keep saying he's not around. He's everything. He's me. He's you. He the pole outside. He's the dirt. He's the car you in. He's the lights that you see. He's everything. But a lot of people don't even want to accept that because they try to place an image on the Father. Father, when he come to you and give you the understanding of who he is, he say he give you an understanding in this form. And you can take it for what it's worth, or you can think I'm just talking, like a lot of people do in church. The Father come to you and you say, Father, how do you look? He said, I'm whatever you want me to be, my child. That's what he tells you. So when you want the Father to be dressed up a certain kind of way, or you want him to look a certain kind of way, Father, don't look. I can feel you. Save me, no lie. Bad car wreck 2 years ago. Overstood. You see what I'm saying? See, the Father and that guy right here that's giving me the understanding that saved me, no lie, I really thought, I'm glad I read that. I apologize. I was finna get ready to come through. But I had to make sure I read that slowly so I can get it. And you meant well. But I guarantee you, this guy that says, save me, no lie, probably was someone that wasn't probably trying to hurt too much of nothing, his way or no way. Probably was someone that probably was just stubborn, like I have been at times. Still is at times as too. But he probably was someone that when somebody told him, man, make the turn, man, I ain't trying to hear that, man. I'm finna go this way, man. I'm doing me, man. Regardless he want to accept it or not. Even though that car wreck wasn't a car wreck that the Father put together to happen to him, it was just a car wreck that he went through, or a wreck that he experienced, where he knew that it wasn't nothing else but the Father that prevented him from not having to experience something that a lot of us experience when the time is up. And the Father showed that guy that had that wreck what he needed to see in the form that made him understand, boy, the Father is real. He's giving me chills because I'm in oneness with this planet, with every energy that walks this planet. And it's to a point to where now it's like, I don't understand, but I understand if it makes sense. And the more I keep reaching and keep in line with my greater self, the things I don't understand, I don't invest too much time into thinking that I don't understand. I just say, keep being great, keep being happy, keep serving the Father. You will eventually understand. Because the Father tell you all the time, on my time, my child, you gonna get it. Never rush perfection. He tells you all of that all the time. We be just wanting, Father, I know I got a taste for it. I got a taste for it. I promise. Hold on, Leon. Y'all don't serve Leon. Let me serve Leon. All right. I accept that. You put him in timeout. But to Leon, since he in timeout, he heard me. You know who I am. Leon. That don't understand that he's Eon. Leon. That don't understand he's Eon. You know who I am. You know the truth. And since you feel that what you are doing is going to meet your needs over time, just have that same stuff on your belief window. When the time comes, you shall see who you don't want to see. You know who I am. But that's not here. That's not what this is about. This is about my Father's creation, not just you. It's about giving my Father's creation something that they've been waiting on before the time comes. Because they deserve to live on without Eon. Or should I say his earthly name, Leon. But TV Inc. family, never fall victim to anything that's formed against you and making you feel like the Father don't exist. Because then you will go through some hardship. Not saying it's hardship to where it's not blessings wrapped around them or in the core part of them. It's just saying that you're going to go through some things that you probably could avoid if you just accept. But if the Father feel like, I want my daughter, I want my son to go through something because they starting to lose sight of who I am, then you'll probably go through some hardship to make you feel like the Father don't exist. Dope, man. I need such a cage for my wife. Do you understand what a wife is? How can you fix your mouth and say, my wife, when you don't understand your wife? Do you understand your wife, woman, was a gift to mankind? A gift that can't be reckoned with. That's in control of a strong vessel like yourself if you're not in oneness with your strength. Are very unstoppable. Pay attention to the word now. Controls everything around and got everything at a weak state right now. Just because of individuals like yourself, they don't appreciate the worth of a woman and feel like what you said is what make you superior or make you feel great. And then you wonder why everything that your heart desire or what you yearn from, you never receive or achieve. Because you can't damage something and keep damaging them and think they're gonna obey. They're gonna put up a fight that you can't stand a chance with, regardless of how strong you are. You forgot who the woman is? Women, a lot, has forgot who they are and what their purpose was. But we're not pointing no finger. I'm just saying, why would you say your wife and you don't understand the worth of a wife? Understand the worth of a woman. She's like a delicate flower. You treat her with respect, kindness, everything is your way in ways that you never thought you could have. She would do everything you asked out of her, as long as you're gentle with her. And she would bring things that you thought you probably couldn't even achieve with her. Because you bring the best out of her when you're being gentle with her. She's a delicate flower, like a precious rose. You touch the rose petal the wrong way, it shatters. And it go in defense. What do you mean it go in defense? See those thorns on that rose? It starts poking you when you mistreating it, letting you know to put me down. It's the same with the woman. She's that precious. And when you don't respect her as the gift she was created to be, to you and me, you get what you're witnessing right now in the time we living in out of woman that has lost sight and love and being joined with the opposite sex to a point to where she look at you as being the enemy now. Because no matter how hard she works to please you, you still saying it's not enough. She blow her butt up for a bigger butt to make you satisfied. You still saying something about her butt. All that BBL, you paid for that. She get her titties blowed up in a bigger size. you still have a problem with. Them ain't real titties. She put longer eyelashes on. Them ain't your eyelashes. She like her hair a certain kind of way and make them longer because you say she don't have enough hair. She put some extensions on it. You say you bald-headed anyway, et cetera, et cetera. So do you honestly believe when you face with damaged creatures that's waiting for a king, waiting for a real man to bring them back to reality? It's hurt, it's painful just even talking about this, my man. Because I didn't understand the worth of what the woman was, because I didn't understand who I was. But now that I understand who I am, I refuse to let I am woman suffer anymore on this planet if she want to be happy. Because I'm going to tell her everything about you that you won't tell her. And I will make her understand her worth in a way that will make her say she deserves better. And you're not fit for her right now. But I think I said enough, TV family, because I don't like feeling like I want to cry. I'm happy. It's always a reason to be happy. No need to cry. No need to cry. Sometimes crying is like a relief, but also crying make you feel funny, like things are not going your way. So in order to avoid that feeling, smile, because you deserve to smile. Be happy, because you deserve to be happy. Never allow anything to make you feel otherwise. You were created by our Father who in heaven. Hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. As we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Thine is the kingdom, the power, glory, forever, ever. Amen. TB family, we own one now. I don't think they see us though. They gonna eventually see us. Why? Because we gonna shine like that sunlight. We're gonna shine like that sunlight. It's hard for them not to see us, man. When we got the armor and the aura of the mighty around us, it's hard for them not to see us, TV Inc. family. But this is what I'm gonna do, TV Inc. family. I'm gonna let that sit on you guys. Probably work out. Probably finna give me a workout in, eat me something. Finish off what I left off my cleaning. Probably prepare for another session with you guys. Hopefully if the Father say the same. Man, y'all the best, TV Inc. family. Thank you guys, man. Y'all the best, man. You guys mean the most, man, to me. Regardless if you don't think it. I'm here to tell you my heart. If it could come out of my chest plate, it would say, we do love you. We love you, everything in us. Trust me, I'm hard. That's what it is say. But TV Inc. family, you guys keep being great. Keep placing your best foot forward, and y'all already know the motto. Remember, you can do all things through the Father who strengthens you. As long as you have a mustard seed of faith, anything that's formed against you won't get a break, TV Inc. family. Remember that. You're welcome, Mama Boo. You're welcome, JD. You're welcome, community. My God-fearing creatures. All you guys are welcome. This is your place you can call home until the Father feel that I'm fit to have a certain degree of success where I can create a compound where you'll have a place to call home with unlimited resource, with no worries about the mighty dollar. It's my goal. I love you guys. Y'all stay blessed, stay out the way, and protect your energy by any means. They coming for you. Why? Because you have tapped into greatness. And greatness is keeping you in oneness with your greatness. No good night. No good night. When you going to sleep now, don't go to sleep. If you go to sleep, you gotta go to work to what? You gotta go to work to what, my boo? Talking about good night. But yeah, y'all stay blessed. I'm gonna get out the way. I'm gone. TB Ink Fine. I love you guys. I'm not laughing loud. Overstood. I'm glad you back in good spirit. I seen them that emoji face where you look like you was crying. It's okay. Ain't nothing wrong with get it out your system, Queen. You deserve it. Stay blessed. I'm gonna get out the way though.